All right, everyone. Hello and welcome to AI Profit Challenge day number 2. Thanks for spending your Saturday with me. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about niche marketing and how the niche is everything and where different tools fit in. We're going to talk about some basic steps and some advanced steps. Now, in order to do what we are doing here, it is very highly recommended and almost like, yeah, you kind of need to do this. Encouraged to go to GoHubSite.com and make sure you get your web hosting. Okay, they actually have a special for the month of June, which I think is a perfect time to be doing this challenge because, you know, there's a lot of good stuff that you can do and it'll save you a bunch of money. So definitely check that out. What that's going to do is it's going to allow you to have a hub online, a place to put all of your stuff. And we're going to show you how this works. And I want you guys to kind of look at this challenge as a challenge, but something you can actually do. This is something I believe everyone can do, unless you're not willing to do it. If you're not willing to and you get frustrated at everything, then this probably isn't for you. This does take some patience, it does take some effort, but in the age of AI, it is so much easier than ever before. And I hate using the word easy because every time I use the word easy, people think, oh, you know, just set it up and you're gonna get rich overnight. That's not the case, but it is the easiest I've ever seen it ever. Like, you can create so much stuff very quickly and really good stuff. The key is understanding why you're making stuff, what it's going to be used for, and how you're going to make it different from everyone else. If you just go out there and have ChatGPT write articles and expect it to get rich, well, the difference is yes, AI is here for everyone, and AI does make it easier, but it's also here for everyone, and it's easy for everyone, which means that now everyone and their brother can do this. I mean, if you were to just go to YouTube, just 2 years ago, when I first started really building up the channel, actually, I started building it up in about 2017, really took it hard in like 2022, and then really went from there. And if you were to look at make money online market, you're gonna see that, I mean, it's half of the stuff here is just AI regurgitated, anyone can create it kind of stuff. I mean, you're going to see that it's just junk. And even some of the stuff with people is just not thought out content, just there to make a buck. That's all it's there for. So what we want to do is we want to go through and we want to focus on how we can do this correctly. Like, see all these channels here where it's like there's no people, it is just AI slop. There's nothing really put into it. So it is easier than ever, but it's also more crowded than ever. So what we need to do is we need to go through and really look at what's going on. Kathleen says a lot of paid stuff is garbage, even when it's not AI. I agree. I think a lot of courses and a lot of things, we're seeing the rise of content that doesn't matter in a world where we really didn't need that much content to begin with. It's crazy. Like Bobby says, Facebook is ridiculous right now. Yeah, Facebook pays for it. And it's funny because Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg is openly saying, you know, I'd rather just have AI create everything and humans just watch it. Just be a consumer of Facebook, not a participant, which is interesting because that's like, okay, that's a little bit creepy and it does cut out the humanity. But, you know, let's take a look at the good part. Like Mark says, thank goodness that people are lazy. That's why we're called the 1%. Exactly. And that's what you got to do is you got to show up. You got to be willing to look at things differently, and you got to be willing to go out there and do the things you need to do. Now, again, it's not hard. You just need something extra. You need something different. You need something that's going to help. And what we're seeing is things that are working are actually very low barrier of entry content. Like Facebook, yeah, there's ridiculous AI stuff, but there's also people building 7-figure businesses with systematic posts, which is crazy. Right? And we start to look at that and we start to understand, okay, now we can go out there and we can have an edge of being different. It's like Tony says, you need an edge. How can we be different? How can we do that? Well, first of all, the first way we're going to do that is going to GoHubSite.com, getting your domain and setting up that hub, right? That is the first most important thing because what that's going to do is that's going to take you here to where now you can put things on the web and you have control over it. That's the key. We want to have control over everything we're doing. We need to have a folder online that links to something that we know that we can build up. Case in point, obviously you guys know I practice what I preach all day, every day. This is what I do. This is what consumes me. I've worked more in the age of AI than I've ever worked in my life. And what I'm doing is I'm building something that people want to come back to. What is going to help us in the new age is having a community or a place that people want to go back to, whether it's a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, a post, a blog, a domain. That's what I'm looking at here is using AI Profit Scoop. What we're doing is we're adding a ton of new money tools that are created with AI. Now, is this low barrier of entry stuff? Yes, anyone can go to Google Gemini right now, Gemini, right like this, and they can say, make me a converter for MP4 to MP3 for my website. And we can have this up on our website in a matter of minutes. I made a video about this yesterday where it was like, oh, okay, yeah, you can convert these, you can build this tool, and it's great. Like, they work. This is better than ever. Back 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, I had to have a programmer. I had to pay a lot of money. I had to buy the rights to scripts, load them on our sites. I'll never forget the first time I did this. It was actually, it might have been the second time. The first time I did this with a pay-per-click search engine script. But when I did the mortgage calculator website, I didn't know how to build mortgage calculators. I didn't know how to convert Excel to HTML. And so what I did is I paid a couple $100 to get the rights to mortgage calculators with the ability to change them, right? So that cost me $150 out of the get-go. I couldn't change them. I couldn't make them different. I could just brand them with my stuff. Now, in the age of AI, we can brand them, we can change them, we can make them different, and boom, we're ready to go, right? And that's what we want to look at here is how do we make this work? How do we go out there? Because, yeah, back in the old days, I had the money to spend to build these things up, but I also knew what I was doing. Now you have no barrier of entry, anyone can make anything, and no money to spend, you don't need it, and you could create whatever you want. Okay, so there's that trade-off. And what the goal is here in day number 2 of the AI Profit Scoop Challenge is to help you understand what you are using things for. Like Bobby says, I've been spilling my creative juices into Gemini, and the results are quite impressive. I agree. What you can make is crazy. I mean, you look at this. This is a MP4 to MP3 converter. I don't know how good it'll work right now because, I mean, I have some giant videos on here, so it might take a bit. But going through and looking at that and understanding how things work and understanding what we can do with it is absolutely key. Let's say we do something that might be a little bit of a big one, but it would take a file and convert a file, right? Super simple, super easy. Let's say we wanted to do this, convert, it'll go through, you can fix it, make it work. Now, the question is okay, now that I can do this, right? It's easy. Anyone can do this. I literally did that in a couple of seconds. What we're doing is taking a look at what we are going to do different. So if I was going to make an MP3 to MP4 or MP4 to MP3, how would I go through and make this different? How would I serve a market based on why would someone want to convert this? Because most people look at the surface level and they're like, oh, they just want to convert a video to an audio, whatever. I look at why. Why would they want to do that? Are they making a new video? Do they want to put it on their phone? Do they want it to be a lecture? What is it that they want? So what I would do is I would look at that and say MP4 to MP3 and take a look at, okay, what would I do here? How would I make this work? Very important, okay? So now we're going through and we're looking at this in a different way, and you see the competition isn't terrible. They are big sites, but it's not terrible. So what we would do is ask why, okay? So asking why is probably the best thing you can do. So if I say, why would someone want to convert MP4 to MP3? And this will go through and do the research so that we can understand, oh, okay, they need the audio, save storage space, audio-only content, use on audio-only devices, faster sharing. So what we could do is we could start to be like, okay, well, why do they want this? Because if I know that they're doing it for transcription or note-taking, then I can promote a transcription AI note-taking app. Boom, now I'm off to the races, and all I have to do is promote my converter to the people looking for transcription. Does that make sense to everyone? Do you guys see how we went from this to like MP4 transcribe? And then boom, now these are people, there's like not even enough competition to register, and now we're good to go. We can even do MP3 transcribe. Now you got 500. And so now we're seeing, okay, this is pretty cool. Now we can see what we would want to do with it, right? Here's your transcription. Now here's these tools that would work. And there's lots of tools. Then we go through and say, find some transcription tools automatic that have affiliate programs. And this will go through and it'll find them. Now we just created a tool for a purpose. This is the key. Going through and looking at this with the purpose is absolutely key. If you get this, let me know, because this is how everything works. And that's when it goes into finding your niche and looking at, okay, what are we doing with that niche? That's why I'm a big believer of going through and getting domain names. What I do is I buy domains at auction literally all the time. Let me see if I can get into my auction account here, and I'll show you what they look like. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for things that I can use, things that will actually give me a favor of having traffic, having the idea, and whatever it is. Okay, let's enter this code so we can get into our auction. And what will happen here is you'll see, oh, okay, this makes sense. And what's happening is a lot of people are starting with just like an idea, and they're not really proving the concept of the idea or what it would be used for. This is key, right? So like this one here, where you have zip repair tool. I don't remember if this was a super good domain or not, but it was ziprepairtool.org. So this was about repairing zip files, I think it was. Let's take a look here. And the idea is, okay, can I build this back up? It did have some traffic. It had some rankings. And this was all about like repairing corrupt zip files, right? So, I mean, I could go into this tool here and I'll show you where this leads into money, because what I want to do today is show you how I think about niches and why that idea and that strategy is so important. So if I go in here and I say something like, let's make a tool that repairs zip files that are corrupt. And it'll probably make one pretty easily. I don't think this is too difficult of a tool. If it is a more difficult tool, we can go and use Bolt.new or Lovable or one of those more robust AI tools. But this one would probably do a good job. And we can see, yes, there are people looking up all of this stuff about repair zip files. So if we do like zip repair, let's see what comes up for volume. Zip repair. Let's just do zip repair like this. And then you can even do like zip won't open and different things like that. So zip repair 500. Okay, zip repair, repair zip file, repair corrupt. So this is more of it here. You could even do like zip file, how to create a zip file. So a lot of people don't know how to create it. Let's just do a show of hands. How many of you guys know how to create a zip file? Type zip if you guys know. I remember I had an employee once that like we were trying to get her to work with stuff, and she's like, I don't understand these zips. And I was like, I can't really help you. If you're going to work here, you need to understand zip files. I mean, that's kind of the basic thing. If you don't understand it, don't worry about it. It's pretty easy. I'll show you. So basically, to create a zip file, all you do is zip multiple files. So if I take all these files here and I want them in a zip, I just right click and I do compress to zip file. That's it. That's all it is, right? So what's happening is they're using these zip files and things like that, and this can be a market that can work really good. And if we look at this, let's see if the Gemini will do it. It looks like it does. So it's a Python script that can repair these. Looks like it's still going. Can you make it so it runs on my cPanel website? Let's see, this should fix it. And then what will happen is give us a little preview. And it'll change this for us so it works. Now, I know we're getting into a little bit of advanced stuff at the get-go. I'm doing that on purpose. Like I want this to be like a brain warp, because you're going to get things and you're going to understand them. And even if you don't know how to do it right now, it's going to make sense for later. Like all of this is going to go in your brain, and it's kind of like you're downloading the ideas and the stuff like that. And then when you go to do it, you'll be like, oh, I remember how he did that one thing. So it's all going to come full circle. If you don't get it right off the get-go, don't worry. This is something where it is a process and it'll make it work. Now, going through even more, looking at some other domains that I get, like this one here, which is for AI writers, AIWriterX.com, good domain, definitely something I could use. And we can see here, top pages. It did have some pages related to AI writing tools. So this is a perfect one. How many of you guys want to see, like, Marcus, what would you do with this if you wanted to go from zero, just bought the domain, to money? Right? Type money in the box if you're like, okay, and I'll get some more coffee because this is taking a different turn. I think we're going to like this. There we go. We got our trusty coffee pot. Okay, so now we're rolling up our sleeves, getting to work. I'm going to show you how this all works out. Okay, so AI Writer X is a decent domain, I think, in terms of the value of the domain, pretty solid. I don't think it's taken, so if someone does want to get the bootcamp offer today, we can build this one for you. We're going to have an offer at the end where I'm literally going to take you through all of this stuff, like for, I think it's 12 weeks plus some bonus weeks. So if you're interested in that, type bootcamp. And with bootcamp, what we do is we give you a domain, we build it up, we work with you. Right? So like this process you're going to see, which works if you do it. Obviously, results are not typical, implied, or guaranteed, but it's something where if you work it and you follow through, you'll get some kind of result. And the result is usually pretty good if you do it the right way. So if I was to take something like AI Writer X, I would go over, so this would be our domain. We're like, okay, cool. This has all kinds of content. It had a couple of rankings, nothing crazy good, but it's a good starting point. Now, in addition to that, if I go to the GoDaddy estimator right here, I'm sure it's going to probably be like $1,000 or something. It might be a little bit different with the X after it, but I don't think that'll hinder it too much. Let's see here. Of course, it's on the limit. Let's do GoDaddy estimator. This is why I made my GoDaddy estimator tool, because there's times out, and this thing gets traffic every day. We made it very easily. And we could see, okay, so they say 1,000. I think it's worth, or 100. I think it's worth more than that. Let's check Dynadot. And the reason I think it's worth more than that is because if you do AI Writer, that's going to be a huge value. That's why I'm looking at this. So now looking at this here, this is saying it's worth about $10,000. Do I think it's worth that much? It's probably in the neighborhood, to me, of like 2,500-ish. I would think. That's my opinion based on doing this a long time. What's it worth today? Full disclosure, today it is worth nothing. No one's buying it today. Now, I haven't tried to sell it, but that's what you got to look at. Nothing's worth anything until you have a buyer. All right, so we got to understand that. We got to look at this like a business. If you're tired of all the pie-in-the-sky crap and the junk that people are saying, and again, this goes with the whole idea of anyone with AI can make content, whether it's ethical or not, doesn't seem to matter anymore. But how many of you guys are tired of that and you're like, I want to be a business person. I want to look at this objectively. I'm willing to do the work. I want the real deal so that I don't spend 10 hours following a bunch of AI gurus that don't know what they're doing or give me bad advice just to get views. This is about real world stuff that's actually going to work. And if you appreciate that and you like it, type in it to win it, ready to work. I want that whole phrase, in it to win it, ready to work. Because once we go through and we start to look at this and understand what's going on, we're like, okay, now let's build the plan. This is like building blocks. All right, so we're going to go through and we're going to be like, okay, here's our first block. What is our first block? Well, the first block for me is always a domain and idea. Okay, what is the domain? What is the idea? What am I doing here? Okay, so now we're going to go through and say, okay, so now we have this domain and idea. So the idea would be AI writing tools. We have a little bit of a roadmap here. We have all these different types of tools. So I could just go through here and get this list like this. And I actually created a new tool, which I think you guys are going to love. This is part of the tools that we're making with the AI Profit Scoop. It is, let's see, which one was it? I think it was tools/keyword extractor. So this is a tool I'm working on. We actually built it in-house for our team here because we're updating a lot of the things that we're doing, and our product is going to get way better. You guys, if you join Bootcamp today, you're going to be the first people to get this, which means we're working with you close because we need to get everything dialed in. And the best way to do that is to put it on your guys' sites, put it on your domains, walk you through it, see what's good, what can be improved and things like that. But this is a tool that we have where you literally can either download from, let's see, did we download here? This one. Download from Ahrefs or get the reports from us. So if you get a niche from us, you get the reports. All you would have to do here is go to the tool, drag and drop those reports right in here. Boom. It's going to extract everything, and it is going to find all your stuff. So if I want just the titles, boom, here's my titles. Now I can go through. These titles will actually go through and makes prompts for them. Right? How many of you guys are like, dude, this is amazing? Bobby says, by the time the models get to the third generation of regurgitated data, they start being clunky and breaking down and hallucinating. Some do, some don't. What we need to do is we need to know how to direct it. What this is about is knowing how to direct AI the correct way, right? Super important. So now what this does is it'll actually go through and it'll extract the titles, and the prompt will go through and it'll say, like find other tools or something like that. So watch this. I literally take this here. I can go through and say, how many more articles do I want? I want 25. Generate. And then what'll happen is it's going to take all those keywords you had. It's not going to duplicate. All I need to go is ChatGPT, put this in here like that. Boom. Now it's going to come up with all of them. Right? So now we'll have 25 new unique articles. AI writers, tool comparisons, monetization strategies, learning. So now we're getting a very specific thing. Now watch the difference. Watch this. Give me 25 articles for a site about AI writing. Watch the difference, okay? I want you to see this because what we're doing is we are building my brain into the steps of the new boot camp. And you guys are going to follow through live. If you're not in boot camp yet, I would highly recommend it. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But going through here, and you guys get to pre-order it, which means you save a bunch of money today. So see how this is like, what is AI writing? How AI writers work. Top AI writing tools for beginners. This is boring, lame content. I would say out of this, if this was me, and my team came to me with this, and I actually tested it yesterday with Valeria, and she did a test, and I was like, okay, I'm going to show you what I like and what I don't like, because I want you to learn this, because this is the money stuff, right? All the other stuff, like anyone can write content about this, and this is the problem. People think writing content about this is money. How many of you guys, if I didn't teach you that, you'd be like, well, this looks like good content to me, right? I can write some articles about this. How many of you guys, if you're honest, you'd be like, yeah, how bloggers use AI writing tools to save 20 hours a week? That seems pretty good to me, right? Wrong. This is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Now look at the difference, and I'll show you why. The reason these won't rank, these won't do anything. This one, now you're going into tools. 7 ways they save you hours each week. That's good for social media. How to use AI copy tools to boost your email conversions. Specific. Very specific. Best AI writing tools for SEO. So these are the more generic, but they are specific, whereas this is just generic nothing. Like this is filler content anyone can do, low barrier of entry. The competition's going to be ridiculous. Nobody's going to want to read it. Okay, so now going through and looking at this, we're going to be like, okay, check this out. Now we have the best AI writing tools. We have where to find lifetime deals. That's good, because now what's going to happen here? What I'm thinking is that's now going to ping off of all the tools. Okay, so where to find them, obviously, in order to do that, that's going to direct your content. And watch the difference here. Write this article. Let's do 1,000 words, just for sake of time here. So I'm going to give it one of these generic ones. Let's say this. Okay, so watch the difference. I'm going to show you the output difference. I'm going to show you why people are not getting it. In the past few years, artificial intelligence has transformed nearly every industry, and writing is no exception. This is just boring, lame, throw it in the garbage. It's not even that good. What can it do? Blog post product. It's not going to rank. It's not going to work. The best thing's probably this, but even other than that, it's not really that good. Now watch the difference when we give it something like this. Where to find secret lifetime deals on AI tools. Now let's go to ChatGPT and show you the difference here. What would you want, right? Do you want a dissertation on why AI writing is good with a couple of tools? Or would you want a list of AI tools and coupon codes to save a bunch of money? Right? Does that make sense? Type money if you guys get it. And this is where not only is it going to help you make money, but also it's based on what this domain is about. Right? See that? So now we're like Shortify lifetime promo code. Okay, now I'm going to go through and say AI, let's do AI writing tools. And then I can even go through and give it some of the tools I want to use. So if I go back to my tool over here, I can get that list right here. Use the ones from this list and more. And watch what happens now. Here's a curated list of special offers. Shortify this. Here's a coupon code. Right, Kareem? I mean, how many of you guys are like, oh, that content would work? Do you guys see the difference? Type night and day if you see it. Because this will make me money. This will not. Okay? You guys see it? Like if you guys see it, type aha. I want you to let me know when you get those aha moments, because this is the first step to making it work. Because anyone can create content. Now, sometimes we will make boring generic content, like best AI ad copy generators. That might not be the greatest content, but we do need it to fill in this domain. So step one is get the domain and idea. So first of all, I want a domain that has value and ranking. Okay? I will sacrifice value for ranking. Like if it shows on GoDaddy it's worth $1, but it ranks for a bunch of stuff, I don't care. I'm going to get it. Now, showing you that this works, how many of you guys want proof that this actually works, right? So let's show you how this works. I do this all the time on sites that I have, where we're like, okay, if you were to take a look at Explainer Video Production, this is a site we've been building live in front of everyone, and you can see here, we've picked up a bunch of rankings. So I bought it here. We buy in the dip. Okay, so if I go here, you'll see the dip more dramatically. So I'm buying it in the dip, which, when did I buy this? I think I bought it in March, and then we started building it up. And now, since March, so in March, May, it had 97 positions, 17 top positions. Now it has 748 different keywords, right? And you could see it's out there, it's working. It is actually getting traffic. If I was to go here, Explainer Video, don't know if I have my logins on here. Good, I do. I have a tracker on it. This tracker comes with our website. So you can see that so far today, there's like 28 visitors. And it's building, right? You can see this is our tracker tool we just made. It's going to be part of the Simple Sites course, which you have two options today. You can do the Simple Sites or the boot camp. And we have other stuff too. So just sit tight. We'll talk about that in a minute. But we could see here where all this comes from, like gemini.google.com. So I'm actually getting picked up in Gemini. That's pretty cool, right? DuckDuckGo, Bing, Google, it is getting traffic. And there's always people on this site. So it is working. And starting to look at that and say, okay, how do I deliberately make this do better, right? Like here, we have all these people looking up explainer video stuff. And if you were to look at like, let's do like famous animator, okay? What is that for? Faceless videos, stuff like that. You can see we are ranking right down here. If you look at how to embed in video, in Instagram and video, PowerPoint, there we are, number one there. I don't know if we show up in this. Probably not, because these are a little bit older than my ranking. Let's see if we do something like, there was one we had that had a lot of volume. Yeah, Yes Movies. So Yes Movies has 277,000 people searching a month. I think we are top 20, if I remember correctly, I believe, which on a word for that much traffic is pretty much crazy. Now, there's a trade-off. Is this traffic worth a lot of money? They're probably looking for, there we are, number 22. There's a trade-off. The trade-off is, are people really looking for a lot of this stuff? Is it really going to make me money? Maybe. I mean, I could probably get them into other apps to download, but it doesn't fit as much with like the explainer video. So this one I will focus mostly on the explainer. But like I said, we're going to get content for this because that was there. So we do need to put that up. So what we're doing is we're building up something that was working. How many of you guys are like, oh, okay, I see. So this was something that did work, right? It was a site that had a bunch of traffic, started in 2024, right? They didn't do much with it. I bought it. Now I'm building it back up. Now, if I build it back up to where they were, let's do traffic. So they had 3,200 visitors a month, which is great. They had organic positions, a lot of organic positions, fantastic. So this is one where, yeah, I could build this up. You could see competitors in this market are doing pretty well. Let's see if there's explainer video production. That looks like some kind of SEO, Digital Brew, Explainly. Okay, so that's a good competitor there. And looking at this one, we're going to go through and build it. Now, how can I use AI to build this content and build this up? What if I had a site like the AI Writer one? And you can see here, look at the amount of traffic and look at its traffic value. That shows us you don't need that much traffic to make some of these niches work in a real world way. Like the AI content one, people are going nuts for buying AI content stuff. And all I have to do is follow along and make it work. And you could see like, that's literally what this guy's doing. That's how they built this business, is by going after all this stuff. Now, this is a difficult to look at site, but this is kind of thing that works really well. So if we're doing this in this market, we need to get away from the generic content idea, and we need to get into good focused content and tools. Good focused tools. These are things we can do with AI. These are things that we give you a start with in our high ticket niches and our boot camps and stuff like that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the AI powered niche research. We're going to go through and be like, okay, how do we start to understand our niche in a different way? Now, we have a sample prompt here, which I'll give you, and this will help you kind of find niches. But again, I would highly recommend get a domain that is worthwhile. Use tools like Spamzilla. Find something that's out there that would work, like, I don't know, sometimes it takes a minute, but you can go out there and you can find stuff in Closeout. You can find stuff in GoDaddy. GoDaddy's got some good ones, and you'll see sometimes there's really good ones that are inexpensive. What we have to do is just look at, okay, Game Divers. I don't know what that is. Elva Beauty, some kind of beauty site that ends in 2 hours, and it looks like it's $1. So let's see how that one's going. 253 keywords, not much traffic, but it is about like lipstick. It's for UK. So if you're going to do a makeup site, that would give you a good head start. Or maybe we can do something like consumer panels, whatever this is. And the key is just going through and looking at what we can do with it and where the money's at. Like some of these are just junk, like OMG Foodie. That's a Denmark site, I think. Not much traffic. Can't really do much with this. This is just junk. I would not buy this one. And you'll see that sometimes these ones do go for some decent money. So it's just it's a trade-off of looking at what we want to do. And we need to understand our niches in a completely different way. If we look at My True Spectrum, maybe that's for like spectrum disorders or something like that. Okay, so this is CBD, stuff like that. It does have traffic, so, you know, a little bit of traffic there. That could work if you're in a CBD one. Not a niche I do too much. I know I have a lot of students that do it, but not my favorite. Let's see if there's anything else. And what happens is we're trying to find stuff that is going to help us. Future acquisition. Okay, this is startups looking to get acquired, maybe. That could be kind of cool. Not a lot of keywords there. Acquisition company, acquisition.com. So this is ranking for stuff related to that Alex Hormozy company, which could be interesting. SEC filings. So it's like startups and stuff, which could work. I like the name, Future Acquisition. That's kind of cool. I'd probably get that for the name, and then the other stuff would be a bonus. And it's like $1. It'll probably go higher, though, as it gets closer to the actual buy date. And this is what I do, is I buy domains all day, every day. This is a huge part of what I did. Surfing airlines, don't know what that is. But sometimes you'll find stuff that's actually really good. That's how I found the explainer video one. That's also how I found one we're going to go through here, which was actually a very simple one, which was for Economics Explainer. Economics Explainer is a domain I got fairly inexpensively. Now, it had quite a bit of rankings back in the day. And again, rankings aren't everything. Rankings are the base point. Okay, so like, am I going to rank on Google and get rich tomorrow? No. That's giving us structure, which is what you guys need. You need structure. A lot of you guys do not have structure, which is why this stuff's not working. You're all over the place. What we need to do is we need to rein you in and say, this is what you're doing, right? Because how many of you guys, if you're honest with yourself, you don't really know what your niche is? You're like, I don't know what my niche is or where the money is or anything like that, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to rein it in, and we're going to say, okay, what does this have? What did it have back then? What can we do? So this example here, you can see this is a very new site. All the rankings are popping up. What if I told you that all of this content was automatically created with AI? Like, okay, that gives us a starting point. That shows us what's working and what's out there. And now we can build. And the idea, here's the idea. This is why working with me is different than working with other so-called gurus or whatever. What I do is I know why I'm buying the domain in the first place. When I bought Economics Explainer, I was thinking about the channels on YouTube that are explaining economics. Faceless channels, make it with AI, make good content, easy to do. Not hard at all, you just follow along. And what I was doing is I was looking at the Visual Capitalist, which is basically a site that shows infographics about capitalism and making money and stuff like that, right? And what they're doing is they're building an entire business around data structured differently. And I'm like, okay, Economics Explainer, that's exactly where this is going to go. And we start to look at that and say, okay, well, highest GDP growth, stuff like that. We are already starting to pick up here, which is good. That's a starting point. I think we are, I'm not sure if this one came up in the US yet. It's a very, very new site, but it did get picked up. I was shocked at how fast this was getting picked up. Let's see. So that says 31. Let's try one of the easier ones. So like once in economics, this one here, there we are, number 2. And this does get searches. People are looking at it. It does get traffic. I think I have the tracker on that one. Let's see. WP admin. Do I have my logins? I might have to get in through here. And if you guys are enjoying this talk where it's just real world stuff, let me know. And let's see. So we'll go into WordPress here. And how you guys feeling about it? You lost? You happy? Good? Where are you guys at? Okay, let me see if I can find the login for this one, Economics Explainer. Okay, so Economics Explainer, I do have the plugin on it, so it is starting to get traffic. This is a brand new site. I just set it up. A lot of it did get picked up already, which is cool. I didn't expect it to get picked up this quick, honestly. So if we do site, Economics Explainer, we have like, I think close to 100 different rankings showing up, which is pretty cool. And a lot of these will start to rank. And what we're doing is we're going down the line and trying to find something unique that's going to help. Okay, does that make sense? Because if I can have something unique, I'm thinking, oh, hey, I could share all these different terms about social media, and I could put them on social media to help, right? Very cool. Let's see. I'm not sure what you're asking, Rishi. So going through here, what we're going to do is we're now going to turn this into good stuff we can create, okay? So the first thing we want to do, pick our niche. If you don't have your niche domain, you need one. If you don't know what your niche is, you need one. These are things we need to go through and look at because your niche is the most important thing. That's why we started our high-ticket niche program and our boot camp, because what we're doing is we're giving you that, right? Like someone had said, what if I wanted to go into gardening? Okay, well, what I would do is I'd try to find a domain for gardening. I'd try to find something that works in the gardening niche, And I think I have, yeah, this is a tool that Alina made us. And again, like Alina's been here less than a year, and she didn't know programming and coding. She didn't know how to set up a website or anything. She's building tools better than me now. So this is something that you guys can learn if you have the determination. Lucky for me, she is super determined when she gets into stuff. Going in here, we could go through and look at garden. Usually I have gardening domains, so like organic gardening class, gardener shopping. So if I was to look at these, get these domains, see if any of these had anything we can start with, because what this will do is this will help you get the lay of the land of like, okay, where am I going with this? Because a lot of you guys are just creating content because someone says, oh, make short videos, and you go make short videos, and it's like, what am I doing? Stuff like that, okay? What we want to do is we want to stay on track with what we're trying to do. So if we had something like organic gardening, okay, so it's got a little bit. This actually looks new. It might be, let me see if we built this for someone. Let's see, organic gardening. Okay, so it's an old one. So this is a high-ticket niche from a long time ago. It is still there. It's still getting traffic. Oftentimes people don't do anything with these. We try to do stuff with them. This is a very older one. So what I would do here is I would start to look at this market in a different way, okay? And we'll show you exactly where these work and how they work in a minute, okay? We'll get back to the AI one in just a minute so you can see. I want to give you an overview of all the niches. That way you guys understand this isn't just about one. If I give you one niche, it's like the teach a man to fish or whatever. We're teaching you to fish, okay? I can give you a fish, but that ain't going to last very long. You need to learn to fish. So looking at these, we're going through, okay, what can I do with these? How can I work them? Very cool, very easy. What did they have? Where? What direction are we going to take them? This looks like it had a lot of rankings on it. Okay, it had some traffic. Looks like gardener shopping and some other stuff. So going through there, we want to look at this and say, where are we taking it, okay? Having that niche is the most important thing. What we want to do is want to validate the niche, understand, okay, where's the money at, okay? Very important. Vaughn says, what happens if there's no old domain for the niche I'm looking in? There usually is. Like, I buy enough domains. You can see in this one account, I have 1,900. So, I mean, there usually is. And if you want to try it, tell me your niche, and you can try me, which is cool. And this one actually shows like the values and everything as well. Now you'll see that some of them, like this, is valued at $14 according to GoDaddy. I would think it's worth more if that's a niche where we can sell them like a double nose ring kit or something like that. And yes, we can. This one here actually had rankings for double nose ring. So all those gurus and everyone that's like, oh hey, just sell shit on Shopify. Just get a Shopify. They're telling you that because Shopify pays them $300 when you sign up. Like, you don't even have to pay much of anything. You just get a Shopify account, they get $300. That's why they build you free Shopifys and they do all this. And worse than costing you money, it's costing you time because it's not targeted. There's no reason, okay? What we want to do is we want to have a reason and we want to understand what's going on. So if I have double nose ring, all right, what is that? A lot of people will be like, okay, what the hell is that? That doesn't make any sense. Well, apparently it's some kind of product. So let's see here. It is a product like this. So if I want to do Shopify drop shipping or whatever, the concept is proven. Okay, so if you get it, type proven concept, check. Right, so here it is. It's proven. You got Amazon, you got all these others, you got videos, tons of stuff. Someone is making a living in this market, guaranteed. Etsy, you got Etsy. Let's see how it's looking on the old Etsy. Can we open that? Visit site. And then we should have ours. This is an older site, so it might not be ranking anymore. But building it up, it should get picked up fairly quickly. Usually they'll be quick. And what it's going to do is it's going to give us that spot to start with, right? So now we have all these things. There we are. So we are still ranking. Look at that. So I haven't done anything on this site in years. This would be a very specific one. And what would happen? I'm going to go through it. I'm going to be like, what are you going to sell? Well, if you're going to do Etsy, you're going to sell double nose ring. If you're going to do Amazon, you're going to sell these. If you're going to be an affiliate, dropship, whatever it is, this is all you are going to do. Now, doublenosering.com, that's a direct match domain. I would think that this is probably worth more. Let's see what the GoDaddy tool says. GoDaddy estimator. I think we had a $14 value, but this is where you're looking at like, okay, well, worth 14 to GoDaddy, which doesn't know what it's talking about half the time, is not the same as what it's worth to us. Dynadot, this one will probably be overinflated, but let's see here. There we go. Bing. We need like a noise there. That would be kind of cool. All right, so 1,600. I would say that that's probably more on point than the 14 bucks. I've bought and sold domains for over 20 years now, so this is something I know. Starting to understand, okay, how many of you guys, if you're like, oh, yeah, if you gave me a site like that, now I just research all of this and make it work. And I've had people, I have an interview somewhere on my computer of a gal who was doing like mid six figures on Etsy, and she was doing really, really well, and it was very profitable because it was custom stuff. But look at that, 1,300 reviewers. And what does this guy have? Is this all rings or is this just double nose rings? Look at that, a lot of sales there. And so starting to look at that and be like, okay, can I just do that? Yes, people are doing just that. You can import these things for like 2 cents. You can sell them. You can be an affiliate of high-end ones. And there you go. All right, and let's see what shows up here if we prove the concept on Amazon as well. So a lot of boutique sites, like a $40 one here. And I'll bet you that's on Alibaba. And yes, even with the tariffs, it's still cheaper. Let's do double nose ring. That's probably where they got that one. There they are. Pretty much the same one. Got like little stuff. There it is. That one there. So that there, 14 karat gold, 40 bucks. Probably find the 14 karat gold one on here, but way cheaper. How many of you guys are like, oh, that makes sense. That's building a business. Or if you're not interested in stuff like this, which most people aren't. I personally don't want to sell nose rings. That's not my jam. Would I do it if there was a good bit of money and not that much work? Probably. Yeah, like it's got 2,800 store ratings. There's a lot of people looking at it. It could work for the right person. And check it out, there's a lot of TikTok stuff too. So what we would do is we would build out the site, get the rankings back, which wouldn't take long because that one is literally ranking right now, and build up. How many of you guys see this where it's like, oh, you just buy something and build it up? That's way better than trying to start from scratch because most people don't know what they're doing. Type, give me a niche if that's you. Okay? Then all we'd have to do is make content about it, which is pretty simple. Now, let's go back to this because I want you guys to understand with the niches and everything, how it all works. And I want to show you a realistic example with the AI one because I think a lot of people will get that. So let's take a couple others here. You have like Fast Pitch 101. This would be for fast pitch software, best consolidation loans. What I'm doing is I'm looking here for things I can work. Like this one, it's not my favorite. I usually don't make risky sites. However, this is one where it's more about dating sites that are on the risky side, not the actual risky stuff. So I bought it because I'm like, yeah, that one will sell. Even though I don't build anything on it, this has got some value. If I look at the Dynadot here will probably be a good value. That's a damn good domain. 2,300, I think that's probably accurate. And then going through and looking at, okay, what does it rank for? What do we do? How do we build it up? How do we grow it? The consumer one, oh, that's actually not bad. This is all about like remote tester jobs and things like that. Are you guys seeing how it's like, oh, this totally makes sense. I mean, you go here and I do like consumer panels, get paid surveys, all kinds of crap like that. And it would work really well. You just set it up and knock it down. This one, see how that's got value because of the rankings. It says 205. Usually it's behind. I'm going to guess this one's a little bit more. And see, that's on American Consumer Panels with dashes. I'll bet you GoDaddy says this is worth nothing. Most likely. Let's see if we have our GoDaddy open here. There we go. 304. Dynadot's probably going to say the same thing. But we know it's worth more because it's buying at auction and it's already $200, right? So if it's going at auction for $200, that means the general public, it's going to be worth more. It's like buying a car, right? You buy a car at auction, you're getting all the people that know what they're doing. They're looking to buy it for profit, so it's not the retail value. And knowing that is important. These are little nuances and things that you need to know about the business, right? And going through and looking at that, it's a pretty good one. Let's see how many pages it had. 18. I would be a little worried about if there's a trademark with that, but it would be pretty cool. Christine says, can anyone buy a domain at auction? Yes, you can. I think if you're going to buy them on GoDaddy, which is where I usually buy them, you would need a GoDaddy auction account, I believe. But anyone can buy them. I buy them all the time. So now starting to look at this and say, okay, well, now I'm seeing how niches work. This is the base. This is why I start with this, because if you don't get this right, all the tactics, all the AI tools, and all the cute stuff that's out there isn't going to do anything for you because you're not going to have that direction, right? Anyone, okay, can you make side hustle videos and faceless videos? Yes, but what are you going to make them about? Well, if I make mine about nose rings and jewelry and stuff like that, now I have a business. If you're just making them because some guy said to make them, you don't have a business. If I'm making about gardening, or think about this. I'm going to show you a zinger, and then someone who wants to join boot camp, you can take this one. I think it's a good one. The AI writing one, right? Because if we have that AI writing tool, I'm going to show you how to make faceless videos. I'm going to show you how to make systematic content for social media. I'm going to show you how to build this up into an actual business rather than, oh, what a cute domain that I got for $50. I didn't think that one was $50. That was 30 plus the fee. Call it $39, okay? So now we're looking at this, and I'm like, okay, I have this domain. What would I do with this? Well, first, I need to go through and I need to build it up. So let's go through and let's do, where's our domain? This one, AI Writer X. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to GoDaddy. We'll go over to the old GoDaddy here. GoDaddy. All right, like this. And I'm just going to log in. I'll show you how I point the domain at my host. So we'll go My Products. And you'll see this in your GoDaddy. I'm not showing it because it has sensitive info on it. But I'll show you the part that does not. Okay? So we'll go through like this. And how many of you guys, on a scale of 1 to 100, 100 means, yes, I could do this. Like, so far, there's no major tech things. I could do this. Okay, and I'll show you, because the tech stuff's actually pretty easy. Like, I know a lot of people struggle with it, but we got AI now. Like, it's not like the old days where you're struggling alone or whatever. You got me, you got AI. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our big list of domains. You guys see I do this all the time. Right? We have fast fat-burning foods. We got, oh, that's a long one. Love letter generator, that one's starting to rank already. So you can see all the different things I do. And we'll do AI Writer X. Okay, I'm just going to go in here. And then I might need to turn my VPN on. And I'll show you why in a minute, because I'm impatient, and VPNs help me not be impatient. So what we're going to do is we're going to go DNS name servers. I'm just going to change these to my host. This is why I recommend go to gohubsite.com so that you can follow along and be exactly where I'm at. Right? You don't want hiccups. How many of you guys are tired of hiccups? You're like, I get this, and then this other guru says this, and it doesn't fit what I'm doing, and I can't find the button, or it doesn't work when I try to do it. How many of you guys are like, it doesn't work when I try to do it? Marcus does it, but it doesn't work when I try to do it. We're solving that. That's where the new boot camp and all of this is going to take you systematically, step by step through everything, and you're going to follow along with what I do. So we're going to do ns1.inmotionhosting.com, copy it, ns2.inmotionhosting.com, okay? We're going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to copy this just so it's easy. We're going to hit save. This should be instant, okay? It should go from this page to the hosting page. Okay, now in order to do that, before I check this and do the VPNs and everything, I'm just going to go over to cPanel right like this, and I'm going to go to domains. And this is why you want a multiple domain account. You don't want to mess around and have to get more. It's a pain. I'm going to go create a new domain. I'm going to put AI Writer X, leave all this the same, and hit submit. What this is going to do is it's going to take it from here to my actual server. And it'll tell you if it gives you any errors. Sometimes it takes a month and a half to do it. And by month and a half, I mean like 3 minutes. I'm very impatient, which is good for you guys because you're going to get to see the parts that I don't want to wait for. I don't want to wait for certain things. I have money to make and I have things to do, and I can't be messing around with things that are going to waste my time. I have to focus, and that's what you need. You need to focus. That's why today we're getting you focused. You're going to get your domain, you're going to get your niche, and you're going to hit the ground running. I'm going to show you how to do it on this one, and if you want to work with me for 12, 16 weeks, I think it is, with all the bonuses, then type Bootcamp in the box, and we'll talk to you about that in a minute. I think Bootcamp is unlike anything else, and we have a pre-order for today, which is great, and we're going to walk you through everything step by step. You're just going to go through and be like, hey, I'll just follow you, Marcus, and see what you do. And the cool thing is you can come back each week and ask directions. Our Bootcamp call is by far our most hard-hitting, best call. So now I'm completely impatient. I'm guessing this probably already added the domain. So I'm just going to go into domains on another tab and see if it added it, because I don't want to wait around for this. Okay, so AI Writer X, it is added. See? So I don't need to wait for this. I'll just leave it open. I don't care about that. I'm going to go here, reload. It's not working. I'm going to turn on my VPN. So if you have Norton or any other kind of VPN, you're just going to run that. What that'll do is it'll reset your cache, and see how it changed that. Doesn't matter that it's not private. It's a brand new domain. That's normal. Okay? So now we'll just do advanced, and I think we can say reload or something like that. We should be able to get that going. Advanced. It should allow us to, maybe because of the lander, it should allow us to see it. If not, that's cool. What we're going to do is we're going to open another browser. Okay? Let's see. Depending on the package, you can have more than one domain. Yeah, you want a web host that allows more than one domain. So when you go to gohubsite.com, it's going to walk you through it. And I believe it's on sale right now. I think it's like $2 a month or something, $3.59. So saves a bunch of money. Launch or Power, I would say go with Power because it's the same price and it doesn't really matter. So now what we're doing is we put the domain on the server, okay, and it should be good. So see, it's there, and it'll take about an hour or two to populate that security thing. So let's see if we can get past it here. Advanced, accept the risk and continue, because it's like, unless I'm entering my credit card on this site, I'm going to be okay, right? And we're not. We're just setting this thing up. Accept the risk and continue. There, this is what we have. So we're going to use this to see what's on it. That's why we use the VPN. If I turn the VPN on, it'll go back to the GoDaddy page. Okay, so now we're going to go through and look at this. Yvonne says, my niche is finance tools for 35 to 45-year-olds investing. Yvonne, I have domains like that all the time. That is one I don't pass up domains in. I'm always buying those. Okay, so let's go through and see where we're at here. So we're going to go back to our cPanel. I'm going to go to cPanel in motion right like this. Now we're going to go over to WordPress management. Sherry said it was only yesterday that Tina did my love letter generator already ranking. Cool. Nice. Yeah, and it works well. Like I remember building that one. Alina did your tools. She was actually in here in office doing them, which is pretty cool. And they work really well. Okay, so going through here, we're going to go in, we're going to hit install, and we're going to install AI Writer X. So copy. Okay, so we're going to go HTTPS, AI Writer X, and we wait. This is why I pay people to do these for us, because I don't have the time to wait. If I did this, it would drive me crazy. So now we're going to do website title. For the website title, I'm going to try to get whatever the top ranking was. So let's do something generic. AI writer. Let's see if it had anything else. AI writing tools affiliate program. That's a good ranking. I didn't know I had that. That's actually pretty cool. This is a damn good site. So let's do AI writing tools. Best AI writing tools, discounts, and specials, and coupons. Because coupons is probably what they're going to look up rather than sale. Plugin theme, none. English, all this. Then we're going to go in and do install. Okay. David, we'd have to check. You would know if you were in boot camp. You would have ordered that separately or gotten the upgrade. No, you are not in boot camp. I don't think. I'd have to check. Okay, so let's go through here. You might be. I have a couple names that are similar. Okay, so we're going to load this here, and you'll see it actually change on your site as it installs. Once it installs, it'll show like WordPress or whatever. Okay, and then while we're waiting on this, this is a key I'm going to give you about how to really make this stuff work. While you're waiting for this, open another tab and start with your other stuff. So we had this list of content, which is pretty cool, and it did start making the articles for it. Right, so that was pretty cool. Where to find this? So here's a curated list of offers. So this is what I'd put on the front page. That'd be pretty good. And maybe even like put your name and email to be updated on AI tools. That would be a damn good way to make a list. Then I'm going to show you how to build this in a bigger way as well. So now we have all this. Okay, see how we're doing it? Type multiple if you guys see we're using the multiple tabs to stay on track. And what I'll usually do is I'll scoot these over just so I don't lose track. So like my cPanel, I'm going to move it over here. Move this cPanel over here. No thanks. We don't need to install plugins. Now we should be ready to go. Right, like this. Boom. It should load on here. Let's do www. Okay, did it not load? Where's our AI writer? AI writer X, login. Put it in here as well. Looks like it's caching. So what we're going to do, because they have a caching on it, we're just going to go cPanel. Yeah, like this. Come on. And we're going to do cache. We're just going to turn off the cache manager. So we'll go AI writer X. Options. No caching. Enable caching. No. Save. That should fix. So it is there. And now the caching should have fixed that. Boom, there we go. So now we're in business, right? How many of you guys are like, okay, this is looking pretty cool. We're good to go, okay? So now we have a site ready to go. And much like we did last time, what we're going to do is we're going to install the theme and everything. I think I still have the theme and the editor somewhere, I believe. Let's see if we have that here. So we'll go dashboard. We'll do themes, appearance themes, add theme, and I think it was upload, choose file. It's probably in downloads, I believe. Or I think it was theme edit. That's probably the plugin. Let's see, it'll tell us if it's the plugin. Yeah, that's the plugin. So we'll do upload, choose file. I think it was the regular one. Let's see here. Install. All right, yeah, if Tina told you, then you're good. So there we have that. So now what that does is it changes the way the site looks. So if we do like this, AI Writer X looks terrible. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Well, that's why we need the theme editor. And we're going to do plugins, add plugin, upload, choose, and don't spend too much time on this. Far too many people spend too much time on the design of their site. The design doesn't matter. It just needs to be clean. So now we're going to go theme edit, install, and this makes life so much easier. Okay, so now all we're going to do is we're going to go to theme edits. This is going to allow you to control your theme, which I think I have a newer version. Let me see if I can find that real quick. These are all plugins that we're working on. You guys, if you guys are in the boot camp, you're going to get all of these plugins before everyone else, and you're going to get some plugins that nobody else gets because I'm making them for me, which is really cool. So let me see where I have, I think I might have it on my desktop. Plugins. Deactivate. Delete. You guys like watching all this? Let me know if you do. Add. I think I had it on my desktop. Plugins, plugins, plugins. Did I have it here? Theme, directory. Okay, so the theme editor will probably have to fix that in the other one. Which one did I have that on? Does anyone remember the site we did last time? What was the site we set up last time? That would have it. Let me see if it's in my cPanel. Okay, so we're going to do files, and I think Affiliate Help Center. What was the site we, car price alert, that was it. Cool. So content, plugins, and see how this works? This is basically how everything works. Was it this one? Car price. Which domain was it? Car price alert. That was it. Does it have that plugin on it? Classic editor, bulk. It's AI Profit Scoop themes. That's it. So AI Profit Scoop themes. Select all. Hey, check it out. We're doing zips again, right? So we're going to do compress. Compress file. Close. Reload. Download. There we go. So now that I just downloaded the theme from a different site because I know I have a newer version. So we're going to do plugins, add plugin, upload, choose, downloads, and where is it? AI Profit Challenge. Did it, where'd it go? AI Profit Scoop. Oh, that's why I downloaded just that file. We want this. Download. There we go. Got to have the zip. Okay, choose file. Now we got this. Now we're cooking with gas, right? Or charcoal. Charcoal's better. So now we're going to go through, we'll activate like this. And now that's going to allow us to change our theme, which is really cool. So if I go through, let's go to media. I'll go here, and I'm going to do new chat, open in a new. I don't want to lose that stuff, which is why I'm having a bunch of them. Make a logo for AI Writer X. Simple, white background, easy to read, good colors, trustworthy. Let's see how this comes up with. And then we could even have it make a background too if we want. Now, based on this call so far, how many of you guys think if you had 12 or 16 other calls like this, I could teach you how to make a business that works? Type business in the box. Hey, that's pretty cool. AI Writer X. Now clean up the spot under AI in blue and just put Writer X So we use the AI in the box. Let's see if it fixes this here. Yeah, if you think I can help you set up a business here, I absolutely agree I can. That's what we're doing. And someone who gets Bootcamp, is there someone who wants to join Bootcamp today that wants this domain? Like, this is going to be a fun one to work on. And if there's someone who's serious about it and you're like, I will join Bootcamp today if I can get this domain, and all the stuff that I make on the domain today you'll get as well, which will be cool. Type AI writer if that's you. And then we'll get you a link. And let's see. And wait till you see the rest of the setup, because you're going to see how we build on everything, which is cool. All right, and let me see if I have a Bootcamp link. Bootcamp.php, is it? Yeah, I think it's that. Okay, so for the AI writer one, so the Bootcamp is less than $100 a week, which is cool. Comes with a domain, comes with a website, that's a nice logo. I'm digging it. How many of you guys are like, that was pretty, kind of knocked it out of the park there. It's simple, it's easy. Here's the link for Bootcamp. First person to order that wants the AI run, just order. And when you're done, say, hey, I ordered, give me the AI one. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to snapshot this domain, or not domain, this logo, Snagit. I'm going to use Snagit. You can use the snipping tool. Doesn't matter. The Bootcamp is 16 weeks when you factor in all the bonuses. You get plugins, you get tools, you get a full walkthrough, you get a domain, a full setup, website, the whole 9 yards. We walk you through everything, and the domains are based on ones like this that I've actually used to make money with. So it's a game changer. This is something where if you're serious about it and you're tired of all the guru programs that don't work, this is your shot. And at the end of the day, you own the domain. So like if you're like, well, Marcus, I don't even want to do this anymore. Well, go sell your domain. You can sell it as a website, which is great. Michael, we would have to see. This would not qualify for an upgrade, so I'll let you know. But don't worry, I have other sites like this. So this would more or less be for a new person. Let's do save as. So I'm just going to save this here. File, save as. AI writer logo. Let's just call it AI writer.png. That's fine. .jpeg. That's fine too. So we'll just do that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to load it on WordPress here. And we're actually working on tools that will go back and forth. So we're working on a dashboard, which is where we started with this one. So let me show you in a minute how this works, because this Bootcamp is unlike anything else, because we're actually going through and we're going to build this to where it walks you through everything. My goal here in this Bootcamp is to give you the next best thing to like, I'm sitting there with you. Patrick, yep, you got AI Writer. You're golden. So this is the AI Writer is going to Patrick today. We'll show you some others as well. I have lots of good domains, don't worry. And we're going to go through them all. So here we have this one here. And copy URL to clipboard. Do we want clipboard? Yeah. So there's our URL. So watch how easy this is. This is stuff that I've worked really hard with AI. I've stayed up multiple nights to show you, like, I want to make this to where it literally walks you through it. So you put your header logo there. Now let's do a background. And we're actually going to have links that go back and forth from AI tools into your WordPress, much like this. So think about this. You're literally getting a checklist that's like, go here and do this. How many of you guys are like, dude, I've never seen this before? Nobody gives you a checklist. Like you go and ClickFunnels or whatever, friggin' pain in the ass. It's so difficult. Like I couldn't even learn it. And I've been doing this 25 years. There's so many difficult things. I wanted to give you something simple where you just stay the track. You stay the course. No wandering, no BS, just boom, here you go. Right? So now we're going to go through. We put our logo in here. Let's make a background. We'll say now a cool wide format, big image, background, subtle with AI tool icons or whatever. Something neat. So the ClickFunnels pages, yeah, they are weird to rank with. I'm not a fan of them. ClickFunnels is good if you have something to sell and you sell that one thing. That's what it's good for if you use it. Now, I find, here's the deal, okay? Think about this for a minute. What I'm teaching you here with your web host is $3.59 a year, or a month. So $50 a year. ClickFunnels, High Level, all of those are about $300 a month each. I've already saved you $3,000 a year. You're welcome. Don't worry about it. Also, if you get Bootcamp, I give you the keyword tools to throw into the tool I made, so you don't even need a keyword tool anymore, right? So now it's like, dude, the amount you're saving joining Bootcamp almost makes it a no-brainer. But it's not even about saving. I'm not here to save you money. That would be a waste of my time. I'm here to make you money. So we're going to focus. As much as I could come on here and sell you a bunch of different ClickFunnels and all this other stuff and make money, I find it's better and more fulfilling for me to teach you the real world stuff, and then you come back and you get other stuff from me, more content and stuff like that, which is really cool. What's the difference between Bootcamp and Simple Sites? Bootcamp has more tools. It has a website included, and Bootcamp is like Simple Sites, but I walk you through it. Okay, so Simple Sites, you get it. You get the videos, you go through it, you get help as you can. We have great help. But Bootcamp's like, okay, come on in. Week number 1, AI Writer, here's what we're doing. Week number 2, all right, what'd you do with that? Okay, cool, it's ranking. Now do this. So it's me walking you through it each and every week, which is great. It is our most successful program ever. So now a wide format, big image, subtle background. Let's see what it comes up with here. And I'll tell you, this is the first time that we've ever had tools like this. We've had plugins, we've had helpful stuff, but for the vast majority of my students, they were confusing. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. I've been doing WordPress 25 years or 20 years. You do the math. I did 2006 is when I did WordPress. So what we're going to do is now we're making it way easier. Do we do MCP servers? We're starting to, and that will be taught as we go through it. Mostly we're just doing WordPress because it's easy. So this is going to look nice. Watch this. So right now, this is our big format image. I'm not worried about the logo in the middle because our site's going to override that. So let's do save, and then we'll upload this into our WordPress. So we'll just go like this, drag and drop. You got to do sound effects. If you're not doing sound effects, you're missing out. I got to do the sound effects. But I think you guys are going to find that, I mean, with the year of support you get with Bootcamp, it makes it like literally $3 a day, and you get a site, you get a domain, we hook you up with everything. I mean, you're going to learn coding, you're going to learn tools that are going to make you valuable in the age of AI. So forget about all the other bonuses, like, oh, I get a website, oh, I get help, oh, I can ask Marcus whatever I want, oh, I'm getting a domain that's worth value and content and all this stuff. Forget about all that. Worst case scenario, you learn skills that are going to make you more valuable. That's what you need. If you want to make money going forward, you need these skills. Is the Bootcamp the same as AI Profit Scoop? No, not even close. Simple Sites Bootcamp is a completely different thing. It's like a hard-hitting, I walk you through everything, next best thing to me being there with you. Okay, so now we have this one. Copy this to clipboard, put this in here, and then we're going to go ahead and hit save. And this should change the way our site looks. All right, there we go. Let's put I think we need to put our logo in one more spot down here. Boop. So put that there. And now it's looking pretty good. How many of you guys are like, okay, that's cool. And I think I did do the wrong logo. I want this logo. There we go. Save that. How many of you guys are like, dude, that's easier than anything I've ever done? Boom. Now we're looking good. How many of you guys are like, okay. I feel like, how many of you guys have ever seen the Sandlot movie? Type Sandlot if you've seen it. And you'll remember this. Oh, that's like checking out how I'm pouring coffee, apparently. Have you guys seen Sandlot? He goes, okay, let's play some ball. That's what we're doing. We're like, okay, let's play some. How many of you guys are ready to play ball? You're like, all right, let's play some ball here. Let's make this work. So now we have AI Writer X. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start making this work. Okay, so we just go in here. We'll go dashboard. Let's go ahead and put some of our new plugins on it. And these are all plugins you'll get with Bootcamp. Some of them will be available in my other courses. However, Bootcamp is where you're going to get. Bootcamp's kind of like you get to use the stuff I use, right? So like if you want to use what I use, there you go. And I have spent a lot of time making these for you. I've really thought about where you guys struggle. And when you've been doing this as long as I have and teaching people as long as I have, you see where the blocks and gaps are and you see where people do good. And that's really the key. So let's go through, let's add some more plugins. I think I have these on desktop. Let's see, we have plugins. I'm going to do real-time visitor tracker, definitely one. Install. I'm definitely going to put on the Snag plugin. What days are Bootcamp? I think we're going to do Mondays at 3 Eastern time. Yeah, Bobby, you don't just get to look under the hood. You're going to get the whole shebang. Like, this is where it's at. If you're in it to win it and you want to learn this, you guys see, this is a real deal. I teach you what I do. I don't leave stuff out. Now we're going to do WP City Snag and then Voodoo Click. Okay, add Voodoo Click. Voodoo Click is important because I want to be able to cloak my links because I don't want to have to remember all my affiliate links, and I want to see those links at a glance, right? Like I want to go in and be like, hey, where's my hosting link? Like you'll see on Affiliate Marketing Dude, I use all these plugins. Welcome. This is Affiliate Marketing Dude. This is 7-figure business. I got all these plugins here. I'm doing the same stuff that you do. These are the same things. There's nothing like, oh, well, you can't have my... Nah, you get it all. I want you to do well. That's the goal here. And how much does it cost to get the plugins? Well, if you're in Bootcamp, it's $0.00. It's included with Bootcamp. So mine is called Affiliate Marketing Dude Tracker. Yours is a newer version. There's no difference other than yours is newer. So what this does is it allows me to track my link clicks. So like these are hosting. This is my hosting affiliate program. At the drop of a hat, I can change that. Boom, now I change it to a new hosting. I remember when we switched over from promoting Bluehost to InMotion, like I would have had to go and change all the links on all my stuff, and now I just change it here. I just go in and I'm like, boom, change the link, hit edit, change the link, there's the Bluehost, change it to the InMotion. Seconds, literally takes seconds. I also have stuff for like keyword tools, and these are all my affiliate programs. Okay, so that's what Click Voodoo does. Can a complete new beginner start Bootcamp? Yes. The fact that you get a site makes you not a beginner. Like the minute you sign up, you're not a beginner anymore. You got a site. You're good. You're going to follow along. I'm going to force you to come with me and learn this stuff. Okay? So now it's kind of like going to the gym, right? I just canceled the gym. I need to get a new trainer. I'm getting a little, like 2 weeks off the gym, and I feel it. It doesn't help that I've been drinking soda. But at any rate, you can use Hostinger. If you already have a host, you're fine. Don't worry about it. But it's like going to the gym. Like I don't go to the gym if I don't have a trainer there waiting for me. And a lot of you guys are like me. You're like, I don't know what to do. I need to show up, right? And Bobby says if you're a beginner, you're in the right place. Absolutely, 1,000%. I'll get you guys that Bootcamp link. This is what it looks like. It does say 2024 because we're pre-selling it now, so I haven't had time to change a link. But it says 2025 down here. This is the one you want because that's what's on your receipt. So you're good. All right, there's, where am I sending it there? Here's the link for Bootcamp. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start structuring this site and making the content. So we have Voodoo Click and WP Snag. Now what the Click Voodoo is going to do is it's going to give me those writer things. So if I do like Jasper affiliate program, I think I have a link for this somewhere. I don't know if I promote it. Jasper's not my favorite, but it's okay. So Jasper affiliate marketing, that's not it. Jasper, oh, maybe I have a different one. What's another one I have? I know I have another one. Brandwell affiliate program. I've done this one. I don't really promote them a whole lot anymore, but I think I still have a link. I just want to show you how affiliate links work. And I think I still have this one. Fingers crossed. Maybe not. Okay, let's try something else. You know what? We'll do Thrivecart. So Thrivecart, this is one where we'll promote Spamzilla. I just want to show you how they work. Yvonne, you would have to come on like one of the other calls if you're looking for a domain, or just look in your email. Like depending on what product you got from us, there's like coupons and stuff. So what we'll do is we're going to do products. So if I go to Thrivecart like this, I'm going to do Spamzilla, view products, and then I should be able to get this link. So this is my affiliate link. Okay, so we would do credits, checkout, overview. I don't want the credit one. I want like the regular tracking code, affiliate info, create affiliate link with tracking ID. Enter your tracking ID here. Okay, that's tracking ID. So this would be the idea. I think we could probably just do this. I think that would work. Or I might even have it. Yeah, that would work. So that would be our affiliate link. So I would just go into my WordPress over here, and I go into Click Voodoo, and I would just add my affiliate link. It's really easy. You just be like, okay, let's do new, and then you just type in like Spamzilla or whatever and add that new one. And you'll see how it works. Very simple. WP City Snag allows you to do images. So this will allow you to paste an image right in here. And then, of course, the visitor tracker will track your visitors. And it also puts something on your homepage that'll track them. So like, let's see, like that. Where is it? Oh, that. Okay. So I usually like to put this at the top. That way when I log in, I can see who's here. And it's very easy. Like you'll see, oh, someone visited the site. Yay. And I don't know if it'll track me because I'm like the site person. But if you put it on a different browser, it'll probably track you. Let's see. I'll do a different browser. And it should do the deal there. But very simple, very easy. Good plugins that work really well. Now, as we go through, what we want to do is start beefing up this page. We're going to go settings, right, like this. And then we will do AI tools, discounts, and coupons. Get the best AI writing tools here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we build this up, how we grow it, and literally everything, okay? Because what we want to do is we want to have a multiple faceted approach. So now we have that. You could choose a site icon if you want. Not a big deal. Maybe if I wanted a site icon, I could use this little AI. What that's going to do is it's going to put something up in the corner. So we'll just do fill like that, file save as, AI site icon or whatever. I think JPEG will work. I'm not sure. Let's see. Set as icon. So that should show like a little icon when you're on the site. I think crop image, yeah. Good. Save. Okay. And it'll show up somewhere up here. I don't remember exactly how it works, but let's see. Maybe if you go, yeah, it'll show up somehow. I don't remember how it does it, but we'll show you that. And it'll just show up like right up here. Might take a minute to propagate. All right, so there we have all that. That's our stuff there. Then we're going to go permalinks. The permalinks are super important because these are what is based on how the site used to rank, okay? And so what we want to do is we want to follow along with how the site used to rank. So what do the permalinks look like? Let's go over here to pages, right like this, okay? So now we got slash stuff. So I don't see any doubles, so we should be pretty good. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys how to work like a beast. If you want to be a beast, because you have to be. If you're going to be in the AI world, you need to work like a beast. You can't sit around and, you know, file your nails and watch I Love Lucy. You got to work when you're ready to work. How many of you guys are ready to work? If you're not, that's cool. There's other stuff to do. There are plenty of TV shows on. It's all good, right? But if you're there to work and you're like, hey, I want to learn to work like a beast, it doesn't mean it's hard. It just means we need to be focused, laser focused. And I'll tell you, I have lots of employees that work for me, some overseas, some here. And when I look at certain people, there are some employees I have, and they sit there and they work for a half hour and get more done than other employees get done all week. Why? Focus and direction. I'm one of those. Like when I sit down to work, I do what I need to do to make the money stuff. I'm not Yeah, I'm going to spend a day and a half making my site blue. No. How long did we spend making our theme? Like less than 8 minutes. And that's while teaching and talking, which is cool. Okay? So now we're going to go through and we're going to look at all of this. Angie, yes, if you see a domain you like, just type it in the box and I'll tell you what the upgrade would be. All right, so now we have this here. We're going to go through and we're going to set up the settings. I'm going to go reading, static, sample, save. That's all I need to do there. Then I'm going to go to permalinks. I'm going to go post name, save, done. While I'm waiting on this, I'm going to let AI work for me. How many of you guys, you hear me say work like a beast and it scares you? You're like, I don't know if I can do that. That sounds big. Right? Be honest. Tell me. If you're like, okay, that kind of freaked me out, whatever, don't worry, because what I mean work by a beast, I mean make AI work for you. You have all these AI tools that are dirt cheap that can work for you while you're doing other things. So watch this. I'm going to go over to Manus. I'm going to show you how amazing this is. A lot of people look at Manus and they're like, oh my God, it's so expensive. $200 a month, which it's not. It's $39 a month. And I only pay $200 a month for it because I know it makes me more. It's already made me more. I'm going to show you how. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start out while I'm fixing up my blog, and I'm going to give Manus these keyword titles. So we'll go back to our tool here. I'm going to remove the page ones because we don't need those. Okay, so we'll just go to ChatGPT over here, ChatGPT, and I'm going to say remove the non-keyword ones like page ECT. Should clean it up. There we go. Nice. Boom. Copy. Go to Manus while we're building, and I'm going to say make an article for each of these words. Find the benefit of the AI writing tool, some coupons, discount links, normal prices, who uses it, and related tools. Let's say 1,500-ish words each. This is going to go through and it's going to start writing the content for me, right? So now I'm like, okay, cool deal. Charles, if you want to get the boot camp, make sure you get that now, even though you're leaving, because that deal will change. It will cost more and there will be less bonuses. So now we're going to go through here and we're going to get these written. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you know what? I'm going to have it number them because sometimes Manus gets confused. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT. We have it over here. Now number them, please. Should keep them in a code box. Put in code box numbered. Sometimes you have to do it this way. Edgar, if you want to do a payment plan for bootcamp, we might be able to do that. Is anyone else interested in that? And you will have to wait to the end because I don't want to try to multitask. So now we're going to have all these. Boom, 18 articles. Okay? If you guys want a payment plan, just put payment plan. I will try to make one for the bootcamp. It might be an unattractive link. So I'll try my best. But it won't be the prettiest link. Okay. Let me see what I can get here. Okay, so now it's going to start writing these articles, which is really cool. How many of you guys want to see why I'm doing this and why this is like absolutely amazing? Okay? Okay. The reason this is amazing is because Manus does so much stuff behind the scenes, it's not even funny. So what I've been doing is I did a slideshow for topics about digital products, a slideshow. So this is one I did last night. Hopefully it'll download. I know last night it was way big, so it took forever to download. Let's try download, and let's try, we want to view it. So what this did, I literally gave it 100 AI quotes about the future of AI. It made a full slideshow. How many of you guys are like, oh my God, that's amazing? Okay, now you might not know where I'm going with this yet, but Don't worry, I will tell you because there is a point here. What this does, let's see, where's the main one? This one? Okay, I think this was it. It should have all of them. Yes, all of them. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to download this as a PDF. It might take like a month to get it downloaded, so I'll show you the smaller one so you can see. So this is the one with 10. Download PDF, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to use this tool over here. These are the tools you're going to get with Bootcamp. These are tools that I'm making tools deliberate based on what I do. This is unparalleled. I've never done this in my 20-something years of teaching. Have I been teaching 20 years? What's 25 minus 8? 17 years of teaching. Haven't done this yet. So what this does is it takes the PDF. Okay, so here's 10 business ideas. So right now it's a PDF. Yay, wonderful, great. I could give this away. Whatever, big deal. Doesn't do anything. I need to make money with it. How many of you guys are tired of making stuff with AI that doesn't make you money? You're like, I want to do stuff that makes money? Like, hello? That's kind of the purpose. So watch this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go through and say, what's my slogan? Get my AI side hustle guide here. www.aiprofitscoop.com. Watch this. This works. People are doing it all day, every day. You guys see this on Facebook all day, every day. We're going to go through. I'm going to take this, zoop, put it here. Watch. This is like magic. It's going to take them, give you each image. So now I could post these on social media. Like, this is interesting. People would go here and they'd be like, hey, check it out. But wait, there's more. It branded them with my logo or with my Get the Side Hustle Guide. How many of you guys are like, oh my God, that's insane, right? So now I could legit go to Facebook. Let's hope Facebook is working here. See, it's been weird lately. I don't know why it's doing this. HTTPS, www. And my Facebook's been like completely locked on this one. Works on my phone. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to like do something else. Let me see if I can get in on my Edge. Let's see. Maybe it'll let me in. Gotta love old Mark Zuckerberg's having the most confusing product on planet Earth. Gotta find a code because, you know, Facebook apparently needs to be more on lockdown than your bank. Like, it's so funny, like the things that have the lockdown, it's like, really? Like I can't get into ChatGPT without all this stuff? What's that gonna do? All right, anyway, I digress. Let's hope we can get in. So on this, what I would do, it should do this. Let's see, come on, go. There we go. Trust this device. Okay, so like all I would have to do is go in here and be like, okay, what's on your mind? And then I would do my post, which would go into downloads, obviously. And now, boop, boop, there it is. We could only be a few years. What are your thoughts on this? Boom, post. There we go. Now we have this. Well, apparently we had this. There we go. And there you go. You'll get feedback. We've been doing this, and it gets feedback, and it makes sales. What it is systematic content. And now Facebook works, of course, right? And now what we're going to do is we have all of them. So that tool literally extracted all 100 of them. So now I got 100 different things. I could put these on Pinterest. I could put these on Facebook. I could put them wherever I want, right? And this is all about AI stuff, which would work for me. Now, let's go ahead and download these. Let's do up here, right like this. Now, as I go through, download all those, we're going to get this one working with Manus. Okay, so it's working on the AI ones here. So watch how easy. This is why you're going to join Bootcamp. If you're like on the fence, this will be like, please, I want to sign up right now. And I'm going to try to make that payment plan. Just give me a minute. Bootcamp pay plan. Okay, so now it's got all these articles writing. Now, these aren't perfect. If it was me, I would have my team of outsourcers fix these, or I would fix them myself. When you get content from us, it'll have all that in there. Let's see here. What would that be? Okay, I'm going to drop the upgrade or the payment plan link here. And if you guys want an upgrade link, like let's say you have a previous high ticket niche or you were in a previous boot camp, type upgrade. I'll get you that link, and we'll go from there. So this one here. So here is the pay plan boot camp link. This is an older link. It works. It's secure. I don't know what the thank you page is, so, there you go. Here's that. Let me get you guys the upgrade link. If you guys need the upgrade, Pat, you're already in, so we're going to get you that domain plus all the bonuses. So if you're good with that, I think you're going to get a ton of you're going to love your site, trust me. So let's do, what is it? Boot up, I think. Yeah. So if you need the upgrade, type upgrade. I'll get you that. So let's see. Tony, I want to make a site that contains conversion tools measurement. I'm not sure if Bootcamp or Simple Sites is better. Bootcamp. Why? Because we have a tools section in it. And that tools section, last time we taught the tools stuff, it cost as much as Bootcamp, and it was just tools, and people loved it. Like they were like, this is the best course you've ever taught. Alina helps us with that. She does all our tools. She's better than me at tools, so, to each his own. But she helps us with that in a really cool way. So here's John. Here's your bootcamp link. Auburn, is that how you say your name, Auburn? I hope I'm saying it right. Sorry if I'm not. Tony. Cool. All right, there we go. And you've been with me a while, Auburn, right? I think I remember you from a couple of things. So now we have these articles being written. I have a MD converter, which will convert them from MD, or you can say now convert them to doc files. There's a reason we're doing this. What we're doing is we're making AI work for us. All right? Gone are the days of just, here's a cute tool. Like if you're tired of, here's how to create yourself in like a little superhero box. Who gives a shit? That ain't going to make you any money. That doesn't do anything. It just wastes a bunch of water because apparently ChatGPT likes water. But looking at this, what we want to do is we want to use things for a specific purpose. So if you're tired of spinning your wheels and you're tired of not knowing what you're doing, this is time to change the game. So now we have this here, which is the AI quotes there. Allow. There we go. So it downloaded all of them. Look at that. I got 100 of them now, all downloaded, all ready to go. Good setup. Bada bing, bada bing. I could do one a day for the next 100. We're good to go. I'm in boot camp. Will it expire when the new starts? If you're in the current boot camp, you get access as long as it's on the server. So we just make a new members area for the new boot camp. So you'll always have access to yours. But if you want to upgrade, that's probably a good idea, Robin. I think you'll definitely like it. Here's an upgrade link. And it'll refresh your site. I'll get you some extra content. We'll have a call, go through your stuff, get you on board. So now going through here, we have all this. Now let me show you where the magic happens, because now I could literally use these to make a faceless video about the future of AI that will get views. If I do it right, it'll get views. And I can purpose them. Okay, let me show you what I'm thinking, because here, all right, we're like, think about this. I've been on this call an hour and 43 minutes so far, and we already have the site up. We already have the niche. We already have content going. We're going to create slides when the content's done. There's a reason we wait till the content's done, and you'll see that in a minute. Now convert to doc files. I'm just going to wait for this to be done. Once we convert them to doc files, we can actually upload them to our site. Bruce, here's your upgrade link. You can upload them to your site, and there will be the content, and it'll make it for all of your stuff. Let me make sure we have that plugin on here. I think it's called Bulk Uploader. This is a new plugin we made. I got to tell you, these plugins are in-house. I built them for me. So you're getting them, which is like, okay, you're getting like the stuff that we use here, and it's crazy. Like you're getting some good stuff. So let's do plugin plugins, add new, upload. I think I have it on here as the bulk uploader. I'm pretty sure I saved it on my desktop. Let's see. Project, no, plugins, bulk upload. This might be it. I think I redid it since then, but let's double check. Install, activate. I might have it on another site as well. So that's the bulk one, bulk doc upload. I think this was it. It might be an older one. So what'll happen is it'll allow you to do different stuff with the slugs. I'll show you that in just a minute. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take Manus. Let's say now convert them to doc files. 18, please find them attached. Good. Now convert them to doc files. So when I use Manus, I like to download these as we go. So we're going to batch download. Let's see. Charity, did you want to upgrade to Bootcamp? Or, I mean, there's tools you'll get with your HTN, depending on how long ago you got them. So yeah. Yeah, if you want Bootcamp, Philip, use this link. I think you'll find that more than fair. I have HTN. Can I have access to the tools? Charity, do you remember how long ago you got your HTN? So now we have this here, batch download. A month? Yeah, you're good. You'll get the tools. We're working on ironing them out. As you guys can see, I have so many versions that are like, oh, is this one done? Is this that? Then we have to brand them. Then we're good. But once they're done, we'll have them. And a lot of you guys in Bootcamp, you'll get newer stuff because I'm making tools each week. So you can see this is a good piece of content. I would always run the content through Grammarly just to make sure that it's not like a hack job. Nice references. Cool. So I would just do Grammarly. And I put this in here. Done. But this is what you're going to learn. If you're seeing, like, how many of you guys already see, like, these are skills I need, whether I'm doing websites, whatever I'm doing, I need these skills with AI. Like, if you get that, type it in the box, let me know. So now we're seeing check plagiarism. And notice how I have multiple tools working at once. This is what you want. Okay, so now converting them. It shouldn't take too long to convert to doc. Let's see if it started. It's going. Yeah, this is all about skills. So think about it as like your site and everything is icing on the cake. This is about learning the skills and everything. This is good. I would probably put that up top in my post. So what you could do, you could go to your site and you could be like, okay, let's do post name, save, post, add post. Okay, we need to go back to our old editor. Let's see. Plugins. We'll do add. We're going to do classic. Classic editor, classic widgets, activate, activate. This will make them easy to run. Activate. Okay, did we activate that? Classic editor, activate. Classic widgets, activate. So that just makes it easier. See how the post now is easy to do. So what we'll do is we'll put this in here. Make sure when you get a domain from us, this needs to match whatever showed up in here. So this one was Shortly, I think. Shortly AI. So it needs to match this exactly. Like you can't mess around with this. It needs to be exact. This is so it gets picked up. So we'll have it here. Where did we go? I got a lot of tabs open. It was over here. There it is, the AIs. Hey, that's cool. So having that icon helped me out, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that this is exact. Publish. And if all is right with the world, I should click this, and it should work. It worked. Edit. Now I can throw in this Manus stuff. And I would do, just because I want this to work well, I'm going to switch it up a bit. You want to think about, like, how is someone going to read this? If I was looking for a coupon code, I want the coupon code. Like you guys, if you asked for the upgrade link and I was like, oh, well, you know, the history of upgrade links and Bootcamp is historic, you'd be like, dude, I'm out of here. I want the upgrade link. Give me the link. That's what you want to do here. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to find that box. I don't need a conclusion. Nobody cares about a conclusion. I'm going to go through, fancy this up a little. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay. Make it look nice. I could even go through and have it, like if I wanted, I could be like, ChatGPT, make this a table with prices and features. Boom. So now I can make this a table, which is going to look nicer. This is about like editing content with a purpose, fast. I don't want to be doing this all day. I want to just boom. Okay, this is going to look nicer. Tool, key thing, whatever. Now have a column on side with click here for coupon. Why did I do that? I'm doing that because those are going to link to the other posts that are about the coupons. It's all going to intertwine together. It's going to look really good. You're going to bulk the amount of people that click. So I'm going to add that. And it's actually not that hard. I could set this up here on the deal. Coupon link. Put coupon on other side. Let's see here. How many of you guys are digging this? You're like, okay, this is cool. And how many of you guys, does anyone feel lost? Or are you guys like, yeah, I could do this with some help. I got it. Cool. You guys are going to love this. So now going through, I could put this instead of this. That's going to look a lot nicer. Boop. Then all I need to do is edit these links. And I could do like, I could put Jasper coupon, writer coupon, whatever. I can edit those however I want. Then I'm going to go through and I'm going to get the savings and discounts. I'm going to take this, boom, delete. So I just copied it, Control C to copy. And I'm going to do Shortly AI, coupons and discount links. Simple. Then we have that. Let's also now format this as a table, Johnson box with links. Watch this, okay? Yes, there will be a replay of this, but the special offer for the bootcamp will be going away. Did everyone get the payment plan link that needed it and the upgrade link? Okay, so now, see this? There we go. Now watch the difference. Okay, so update. Oh, let's see, we got some weird code in there. What that means is there's some weird code. So we would have to go line by line. Let's see, where do we go in our Grammarly? Okay. We'll get all this. Get rid of conclusion. And then you can probably have AI find the issue. This crashed my WordPress when I posted it. Please fix. And format better. See how like back and forth, boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. This is what we're doing. Now, this is the hard way to do it. We're actually, once this is done with our doc files, you're going to see it's a literally drag and drop. Make sure the links are right, and boom, there you go. This is game changing. It's going to make you work faster. It's going to make you work better. And it's going to make you work on the stuff that actually matters, not the garbage. So now we'll go through like this. Format. Got a little brain there. That's pretty cool. Pricing. Good. So I'll just go line by line. So we have this here. Shortly AI discount links. Okay, there's those. Boom. Now, we also want to make money with this, so I would probably pack those with my affiliate link. So like I could use my affiliate link here. That would work. And then I could have an email box on there as well. So now we have that. Okay, unlocking savings, blah, 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 get all that. This did a good job. Newsletter or Pinterest post? Yeah, make it a pin, please. So now see how we're like bouncing back and forth. This is how you want to work. This is how you get where you need to go. If you're dilly-dallying, if you're messing around, you're going to struggle. This is getting us where we need to go, making it work really, really cool. So now let's see here. Shortly AI discounts. So now it should be looking better. Good. Shortly AI review, unlocking the power. Excellent. If you wanted to go through and use that plugin to change the font, because this is a little small, you could do that. I could also get rid of the sidebar if I want to do that. Although, I think the sidebar would be good for like a banner that's like, get my AI writer tool guide. That'd be good. Build a mailing list, get that rocking and rolling, and it's ready to go. This will probably pop up pretty quickly. I don't know if it's site : AI writer X. Okay, so it is picked up, so should be pretty quick. And then we'll go through, how's our plagiarism, and how's this going? You want to bounce back and forth on these. Now, here's something also cool, okay? As I'm waiting, this is why I like Manus. Do you guys, anyone need a Manus acceptance link? I can get you guys that towards the end. Make sure you sign up for Bootcamp first, though, because that's the most important thing. Actually, you know what? If you're in Bootcamp, I'll get you a Manus acceptance link. I know there's like little codes. I have like 10 of them. If you're already signed up, tell me and I'll put those in there for you. Okay, so we're going to do this here. I wanted to get, here it is. So I'm going to get this here. And now I'm going to go to Manus. This is where having multiple task AI is key. I'm going to do, look at this list, find 3 coupon codes for each, make a slide for each for a slide show, have cool, not fook, cool images and color schemes, AI looking bots, ECT, boom. So it's going to make a coupon code slide for each of these that I could post. Okay? Let's see here. So now we'll do this. And this will start making our stuff while the other one is making the other. So plagiarism, 10%, that's a bit high. I would have my team go in and make it 3% or less. Let's go in and do Manus. And I'm going to have both loaded because I like to see what it's doing. So this is going through converting to doc. Okay. After I get in Bootcamp, I need to have subscription in Manus, ChatGPT. You don't need them. I can make some stuff, obviously, within reason. Like if you ask about your site, we could try to make you some stuff in there. Obviously, within reason. I'm not going to sit there and make the whole Bootcamp me letting you use my tools. That would not be beneficial to anyone. But you can get by with just a free ChatGPT or free Gemini. If you were going to have one AI tool and you were going to pay for it, I'd probably do Manus. If you're going to have one AI tool that you're not going to pay for, use Gemini. DeepSeek is also good. Manus is the only one that does multiple stuff like this. ChatGPT is getting close, but this one, I haven't seen anything that just does all the stuff like this. Okay, so looking at that's key. But what you'll see, like I did one for a calming slideshow for inspirational recovery. I got a bunch of quotes about alcohol recovery, and it made nice little slides for them. This is stuff that we can use. Again, looking at it like, what am I going to do with it? Because it's so easy right now to get wrapped up in what AI can do, not so much like, what do I want AI to do so that I could build a business and help people? Like that's where we need to think, and that's what boot camp's about, is teaching you, okay, how do we do this step by step, getting people in, making it work, focusing. This is going to get you focused unlike anything you've ever seen before. And I guarantee if you have info overload, that's why you need to focus. So going through here, see how we've already got a post already? I mean, I could do this on all of them. I just happen to be waiting for this. Let's see. That's for coupon codes. The category is not specific tool. For the tools listed above, each one. I think it's going. Yeah, good. Excellent. So this is going to go through and do all the legwork for me. And this is stuff where, I mean, if I had an employee for like $400 a week, it'd take them a week to do this. And now this is doing it in very fast and for way less. And that's the kind of thing where if you wanted to do it on your own, you could do that as well. You could just go in and be like, okay, make the slideshow out of this, or go into PowerPoint. PowerPoint has Copilot in it, which works really well as well. Could PowerPoint make your site? It could, yeah. We've done that with PowerPoint. It's not as good at like 100 slides, and then there's like conversion issues and stuff, but it will work. I think this one was done in Manus, I believe. Yeah, so I mean, it does okay. I've found it's actually kind of gone downhill. Create a presentation about AI writing tools, coupon codes, one for each. I don't know if it'll do it. Let's see. We'll do the Manus links in just a minute. So, best AI copy generators. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just pick a bunch of these. Okay. Generate slides. And these are the things you're going to learn in bootcamp, specific to what you're doing. That's why we mandate, like with bootcamp, you need a site. Super important, right? Like that's why we give you a site. We're like, okay, this is your niche. This is what you're doing. Stay the course. So lifetime coupon, it's getting there. Let's see how Manus is doing. I think this is junk. I can already tell it's kind of going the wrong way, which is not my favorite cup of tea. Okay, so did it get the actual coupons? It did not. No. So it's more noise. Like this isn't going to help anyone. This is just round file. Not going to work for me. I'm not going to want it. Would you like to be in boot camp? Would like to be in boot camp. My budget is added more tools. Sherry, if you could type in your email privately, that would be, I could take a look at what you have. So let's see here. Terminal issue. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're now going to build this out. And then I would go through and like maybe even make videos on them, make blog posts on them, make social media posts. I'm going to build this into something that's actually going to work for me. Does that make sense to everyone? Type makes sense if it does. Okay, and then I just keep building, keep growing. When I'm done, I can actually, I'll show you how this works. I don't know. It'd be nice if it would take these. Let's see. Yeah, you guys want to see how I make a tool? Let's go here. Let's go to Gemini. And let's do make a tool for my website, cPanel, that converts .md to .doc. Keeps all other stuff same. So we're going to go like this. We're going to make a tool. And then I can probably put this tool up live and show you how it works. Let's see here. WGem. List accounts. And AI Profit Scoop. Okay, so we're going to load this on AI Profit Scoop here. Just going to go into File Manager. Where's File Manager? Where are you? File. There we go. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to go into HTML, Tools, New File, mdconvert.php. Check this out. You're going to learn how to code in like 2 seconds. This is what I taught Alina. She learned how to do all this stuff. It was amazingly fast and easy and good. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to brand it. So we'll do copy image address, brand it at top. Let's see, drag and drop your markdown, convert, and download doc. Brand it at top. Make it support multiple files and download all as a zip when converted or one by one. No need for paste markdown bucks. Watch how easy this is. And this is something that I'll bet you this is tied into a market. Watch this. Convert MD. There it is. Boom. So you, to PDF to Word, so I just make this a multiple converter, which would be super easy. So copy this. And you guys are going to see, like, this is the first time in history it's been like anyone can do this. I didn't know how to do this stuff 5 years ago. Like, I had to go to my programmer, took a week, blah, 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 took forever. And now this is all done. So there we go. Markdown to doc converter. We can test it if we want. And the reason I did it is because people here are going to want this. So let's do view all files, batch download, boom. It should take it. Nope. Okay, so we need to extract it first. That makes sense. So show in folder, extract all. And how are you guys feeling about this stuff? Are you lost or is this looking good? Okay, these are being funny. Let's try this. Okay, so we'll just try it with 3. That's fine. So we're going to go here, drag these here. Nice. Download as doc, download them all. Boom, fix error. So something with the zip file creation's an error. So now having this tool, now I have something else I can use. And using that with yours, like, okay, if you're in this AI Writer X tool thing, right? So AI Writer X, let's say, oh, damn. That's pretty cool. It's a little wordy, but it's cool, right? Are you guys seeing how we're like building on something we know works? Like, we're starting with something we know, building and growing. And I can go through and do ChatGPT and say, what are common conversions and tools people use when making AI content, like convert to PDF, remove formatting, ECT, list 100. All I would need to do is make little tools, list the 100, link them to my tool on social media. Like, oh, do you need to make ChatGPT work for this? Check this out. Boom, go to the tool. You will have so many people using your tools, it's not even going to be funny. And this is the kind of site you can build it. So Doc to PDX, Google Docs to Markdown, Markdown to HTML. There you go. Captions to images, convert. Like, how many of you guys are like, oh my God, I see how this can turn into a whole business now, right? Are you guys seeing it? Type business if you see it. Okay, and this is what we're going to go through in detail in boot camp, right? We're going to show you, hey, this is where it's at. This isn't messing around. This is building a business. And if you guys are willing to do the work, I think you can get some results. I think this is something where it's like, okay, now we're building, we're making it work. Let's say I wanted to put this here, okay? So let's say AI Writer X, I'm going to give you a tool. Copy image. We're going to do now use this logo. Let's see, I think I need to, so for logos in code tools, you need the actual URL. So I'm going to do copy image address. use this logo and have a footer disclaimer and spot for affiliate link. Let's see here. Did I see Lovable is free this weekend only? Is it free for lifetime or just for the weekend? That's where I got lost. What work I need to be doing. William, join boot camp. Don't look back. If you're in boot camp, you're going to know what to do. You're going to know why you're doing it. And you're going to know, like, how is it going to translate into making money. Okay, so check this out. And this is a skill. Like, I don't even, like, let's say you just get bored with your website or whatever. You can go and you can make these for businesses. Like, you go find a dentist and you're like, oh, let's make him a little tooth extractor calculator or whatever, right? Different things like that. So now look at this. It's branded for you, has an affiliate link, has a disclaimer. Let's see if it works. So we'll do the files, which were here. Boom. Download as zip. Okay. Fix error. Come on. What's going on? We could just download them one by one. Like, I wouldn't be too hung up on that, but it'll probably fix it. Sometimes it takes a couple of passes. But we'll see what's going on. And how many of you guys are like, yeah, this is the real deal? Type real deal if you're getting it. And again, we're basing it on what people search, what people are interested in. We're basing it on data. We're not making decisions just willy-nilly. This is, you got to protect your time. Time's all you got. And in the age of AI, there's no reason your time shouldn't be working for you. So let's see if this wants to work now. If it doesn't, we'll just ditch it and do separate. So yeah, remove the zip download, or actually change zip download to download all. That way it'll just trigger it to download all of them. Okay. And if you guys are getting signed up for bootcamp, let us know. That is starting in, I think we start in the beginning of August. There's going to be some benefits and bonuses before we start that only you guys will get. Nobody else will get them because nobody else is going to be on those welcome calls, which is going to be really, really cool. And it doesn't matter if you do it on the pay plan or regular or upgrade or whatever. We treat you all the same. Okay, so now, good. Okay, so now it should do this here. Boop, boop. Download all. Fix error. That should allow it. It might be because it's within its own browser. But just going through here, take the time, fix it, because this is going to be something that will really help me. So I'm going to take the time on this one. Made some changes, HTML to doc, library, okay. All right, Ed's in, good to have you in. If you guys are getting in boot camp, let me know. You guys are gonna love it. You're gonna get a site, so much like the AI Writer one, we'll pick a domain that's good. We'll show you the vision, because for me, it's weird. It's like when I see a domain, I get the whole vision of what it would look like and how I would want it. Like within a second. I don't know why I do it, probably because I've just been doing this stuff too damn long. But it helps me. Like I'm like, okay, this is why I'm buying it. This is what I want to do with it. And that's what we're giving you. So now going through, let's see. Zoop, boop. Oh, what did that do? So did we lose the drag and drop capability? Oh, it's still going. Okay. But so what I would do is I would make this work, file saver thing. So it's still hung up on the zip thing. I would probably just rerun it. Right? I'd probably just rerun it through the program. Let's see here. Like open another Gemini. While we're waiting on that, let's see how our other stuff's going. Convert to doc. That's taken forever. 30 minutes. Man, that's taken a while. So here we go. Let's see how our slides are looking. So it's given us a demo. Shortly AI. It's got the robot. Mix up the images and robots and colors. But that's pretty cool. That would definitely get people to my site. Like that's the kind of thing you post on Facebook, like, hey, check out this code. And I can convert them to images and use them on my site. Bob, the theme editor, I'll try to load it after this call. I do have to head home right after, but maybe tonight I'll load it. So we're seeing here, it's converting them. Let's see if it's got those files. Because I want to show you, before you guys go, I want to show you that bulk upload. Actually, you know what? I'll just show you how it would work with other stuff. Let me see if I have an AI writer one. AI-driven tool. Okay, so I'll use it with these AI-driven tools one I had created. So like, this is an example. This is from our content team. What's it called? AI-driven tools. AI-driven tools. AI creating. So it starts with creating. Creating. Where did it go? Creating. Creating. Let's download it again. Download. There. So this here, we're going to extract, and I want to show you how easy this is. This is straight from our team. So if you ever get content from us, which a lot of people do, they're like, okay, I'll order content from you because you know how to make it, you know what you're doing. You would get this file, which would look like this here, creating this one here. Okay, so in this one, we have 25 articles. All right, so let's say I wanted to upload these. Okay, all I would do is go to this bulk uploader, okay, like this here. It takes all of them, processes them. I can make sure the slug, the category, the post, and everything's ready. And the new version we have will do pending as well. And then you just, boom, it'll post them all in seconds, which is amazing. I think I could probably do that demo on Explainer Video Production. Is this the one I made it for? Or no, this was for something else. But yeah, that would be the example, right? You would just upload them and boom, there you go. How many of you guys are like, yeah, that's easier than doing one by one? And it'll do the slugs, it'll do everything. So I think looking at this, how many of you guys see the vision? You're like, okay, the content blitzkrieg where we're going through, we're making content with Manus, we're making pins with Manus, we're making tools, right? Going through, making tools like this that would work really well. Going through, building things that are going to help people in our market. That's the key, right? Then watch how easy it is once we're done. We could just upload these here. I think this might need to be on our site. So to make this on the site, you would just go into your server and upload this. Where's our cPanel? There. So we go into our cPanel here, go into File Manager. I could go into, this one is AI Writer X. I usually just make a folder called Tools, right like that. Create new folder, reload so we see it. Let's see, did it do that? Delete. I think I did File, create new folder, Tools, create. There it goes. And then we'll do a new file. We'll call this mdconvert.php. Create new file, edit. And this is where we want you to be. Like how many of you guys, if you could work this fast, you would be like, yeah, I know I can get stuff done if I could do that. AI Writer X, Tools, mdconvert.php. Boom, there's our tool, ready to go. I just load it on my site, I'm good. Bootcamp is gonna be about trying to get you to work fast like me. Because I think if we could do that and get you past the junk, because what I've seen is people struggle with all of the stuff that doesn't matter, where what we want to do is we want to focus on what does matter. Now you got AI that'll literally do everything, and it is updating daily. So like I envision soon we'll have a cPanel where I could just go and say, hey, fix this, make this thing work, and boom, you'll be ready to go. So this is kind of what we want to look at and focus on. Let's see if it works on the server. And then I'll show you a little hack too that makes this easier. So if it doesn't work on the server, let's see if this does it. Okay, that didn't work. So let's try click to browse. Okay, so the uploader doesn't work. So what I would do is I just move my Gemini here. I'm going to have cPanel here, Gemini here, this here, and I would probably have an edit open too. So we'll do edit, right, like that. So edit Gemini version. The upload and drag and drop doesn't work. You like this work? Yeah, it's cool. Update on the plugins, bulk doc. Yeah, those will be, we're working on finalizing them. They will be ready for boot camp. You guys will be the first ones to try them. And then we'll kind of go from there. So let's see if this will build. And then all we have to do is replace this. Keep replacing it until it works. And it's not too hard to do. And let's see. Let's see how our Manuses are doing too. And how many of you guys are like, how many of you guys are impressed with the amount of stuff we've gotten done in the last 2 hours? Right? You're like, dude, this is, like, you're making some headway. Like, how many of you guys, if you're honest, you'd be like, this would take me like a week to do what you did in 2 hours. That's what we want to change in boot camp. Because if you can start working faster and more deliberate, that's the key. So now we'll go ahead and have these change. Let's see how our other Manus is doing. It's still converting them. And the credits aren't too bad. I think we used 3,000 on this session, which isn't too bad. Let's see what else we got. So Gemini. And notice I got ChatGPT going. I got Manus going. I got Gemini going. I got another Manus. This is where it's at. This is what we need to do. Just got boot camp. Can you get me the Manus invitation? Stick around till the end. I'll send those out to people who joined. And we'll get those, because right now I want to get this thing. So preview. Let's see if it wants to work. Zoop. Okay, that didn't. Does the browse work? Browse and drag and drop, not taking the files. I don't know why it's stuck here. We might need to start over because it might just be in a loop. That's something that you want to look at, because I know the easy thing to do is just to keep going with AI when sometimes you just need to reset it. Let's see if this works. It's trying. Waiting for terminal. And then all we have to do is copy and paste to replace it. I don't know what that means, Bob. Okay, so now click to browse. Good. Now it's working. Let's see if drag and drop works. Okay, drag and drop doesn't, but click to browse does. Let's try it. So copy, because sometimes they need to be on a server. So we'll just save over top of that. Reload. Okay, drag and drop's not working. Click to browse. That is working, so we're getting somewhere. And then if it was me, I'd probably just have it start over. So this was in AI Writing Tools. Open. Did it do anything? Yeah, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to completely start over. I'm going to go new, boom, make a tool for my website, cPanel, that converts MD to doc, keeps all the other stuff the same. Let's just do to doc. Before starting over, one last try is to create the prompt for making the program for you with AI. What does that mean, Dennis? I mean, you can have multiples, so like I can still work with that other one. Like it didn't go anywhere. Ask AI to make the prompt. You could. Yeah, you could do that. All right, guys, anyone else need the links for the boot camp? Let me know. We are going to close off that special offer for today in just a minute. Okay, so now it changed the way it looked. Let's see if it'll take them now. And having this tool is going to completely separate him from other people. Like now you're going to have some convert and download, fix error. All right, William, did you get signed up for boot camp? Definitely want to do that before you leave so you get all the deals. I am going to change the price on this call because it's normally more. You guys save, get all the bonuses, cool stuff. So yeah, I would just fix this. And if it didn't work, I would probably take it to a different AI and make it work. But it's not too hard. Like I've done plugins and stuff. Usually Gemini is really good at it. We could do ChatGPT with Canvas. So I would do 4 is probably fine. And then we'll do write or code. Make a tool like this. The bootcamp deal, it's a 12-week course, 16 if you count the bonus weeks. It comes with a website, comes with content, comes with a niche, comes with a domain that has value. Usually the domains will have ranking. You have choice over the niche and ranking. So we start with a site, we build it out, we teach you all the AI stuff, you get all the AI skills. We work with you on it week by week to make everything work. So awesome stuff. We do this, I think we do a bootcamp like 2 times a year. Sometimes 3. So it's a small group of people going through the whole plan together. Let me get you guys the link. Here is, let's see, boot camp. Here is the bootcamp link here. Lovable is free. Lovable is good. I find that sometimes it'll do it in like React, which I don't like. Let's see if this works. So what I would do is I would just paste this over top of the code here. That'll reload it, make it look the way that this made it. Okay, so that did something weird. MD convert. Okay, so that's doing something totally weird. Made some changes, wrap the code in an event listener. Oh, did I get this code or this one? Let's see. Save. It's probably still caching it. But yeah, going through, kind of working with these is how it's going to go, but it did convert it, so that's cool. But yeah, so definitely check in the bootcamp offer. I think it's a game changer. It's less than $100 a week, and you get a site and a domain. So like the guy who got in today and got AI Writer X, he's on the path. Like we haven't even started bootcamp. He just signed up 5 minutes ago, and he's already like, oh, hey, I'm on the path. And a lot of the domains that we have will focus you, right? So if you're like, hey, you know what? I want to be in this market or that market or whatever it is, we have domains that will get you where you want to go and help you every step of the way. And the goal is, okay, how do we take this from nothing to something that's actually going to build? How do I get a plan that's going to work? How do I build tools that are going to be based on the plan? How do I make all this stuff to where it's all focused on a market, much like I'm doing with Explainer Video or Economics Explainer, where we're going through and we're like, okay, we're building specific content with a specific purpose that is to get people into the things that make us money. And you guys saw, if you do Site Economics Explainer, this one's already starting to get picked up. Like it's already getting traffic, it's already working. We have the slideshow for it. I think I created the slideshow in Manus a while ago, so it did fix these. So these are looking much better, okay? Would I put these up? I'd probably go another pass because it's just not the way I'd want it. And it's not done with all of them, so that's why the last ones are the same. But looking at, I think it was comprehensive lessons on financial stuff. There's one I did that had a full slideshow on financial stuff. Was it this? That's Markdown. Franchise cost. Creating slides, this one. So I got 95 slides on economic terms, which was pretty cool. And you can see here, all of these can be used for content. And using that tool that extracts these as images, game changer. And it branded them, which is crazy. So like if I download these as a PDF, and then I go to that tool, which is this one, drag that PDF in here. So let's reload this. let's say awesome slogan, we'll do get my financial tips guide or whatever, right? Whatever your thing is, obviously I'd take a minute to make it better. www.economicsexplainer.com. Drag my file in here. Boom. All that stuff from Manus is now being converted into images with my logo on them, right? So now they are branded. I could throw these in and build a group around financial stuff on Facebook, on whatever I want, and I could download all 95 of these when it's done. Boom, done deal, I'm ready to go. Do you guys see how this is all about, like, you're kind of like the AI octopus where you're out there getting everything everywhere for one goal. And that one goal is what you're going to do in boot camp is like, okay, now I'm getting that one goal. I'm making this one thing work. Everything I do is pointing to this one direction. No more info overload. No more being out in the dark. No more not knowing how to use AI tools. You're going to learn how to do this stuff step by step with help. You're going to come back each week and be like, okay, here's what I did. How do I make it better? And we're going to help you each and every week so you can build and grow and learn the tools, learn the skills, learn how to work faster, learn how to work better, and learn how to work smarter based on things that are actually going to get you paid. We're going to teach you how to use DeepSeek, which is free. We're going to teach you how to use Gemini. We're going to teach you how to do programming and coding with AI, known as vibe coding, which, I mean, you can turn that into a full job if you wanted to. We're going to teach you how to build the sites and everything like we did here, build them up, make them work, and get everything going in a very specific way. This is about strategy, not just about guesswork and hope. This is strategy. It's very specific. And if you get that, that's where the rubber meets the road. So let me get you guys those links here. Does anyone else need the bootcamp upgrade link? Here's the regular link for new people. Regular. All right, that's if you've never been in a boot camp, you've never got a high ticket niche before. If you are upgrading, just type upgrade, we'll send you the link. If you already signed up and you want one of the Manus codes, just get me on live chat. You could go to the bootcamp link right like this, go down to the bottom, click this, say I signed up, here's my email, and I'll get you the code there. For the upgrade, let me get you that, Craig. Here's your upgrade. And make sure you use these now because I am changing it because we are going to start selling it to the public. Here's your upgrade. And if you guys have any questions, I'm here and on live chat if you need anything. But yeah, this is about working smarter. That's the key. That's where the rubber meets the road. We've got to get it going. Sherry, I did get your email. Lee, let me get you this. Sherry, could you put a ticket in? Just tell Tina what you want because I'm trying to multitask, but I got a lot of stuff open. So let's see here. What was I doing? Something. Okay, cool. Any questions before we close off and get you guys signed up? And let me pull the Infusion open. I think I have it under projects. And that payment plan link, if you're using that, they're spaced 30 days apart. Bootcamp is starting in the beginning of August. However, from now till then is when we're going to be setting up your site, and we will have bonus webinars as well. So technically it starts now, but week 1, welcome to class, show up with your suit and tie, metaphorically. It's done at home, so, you know, you can wear fun shirts like me. But at any rate, it'll officially start August. All right, and it's going to be a small group. I think I had, let me see if I have the products here. Products. So the other pre-sale price boot is going to be more. I am going to change that here in just a minute. So that's going to be changed right here in just a minute. So if you want to save, do that now. And we'll get you rocking and rolling from there. Let's see, did we need anything else? Any other questions on this while you guys are getting signed up? How to choose the site if I'm in boot camp. So once you're in boot camp, you're going to go to, everyone, even if you signed up already today, go to pcmoneymaking.com. First thing you want to do is tell Tina you signed up. So you're going to go submit a ticket. You're going to put your email in here. Obviously, don't put all this stuff. Put your email. Okay. Then you're going to put your name, last name, and then this will go to, does it have a boot camp? No. So you're going to go to, oh yeah, it does. So go to boot camp and tell Tina, hey, I'm in boot camp. What do I do? If you want to start with the site process, you could just choose high ticket niches. It's only Tina there, so she'll know you're in boot camp. She has access to all this stuff, and she'll be like, okay, so it's probably better if you fill out the high ticket niche one, even though you're in boot camp, and then that'll start the process of getting your niche. Okay? Happy Father's Day to all the fathers as well, and thank you, Margaret. Where do we find the record of the first Zoom? It was in your email, so we emailed it out this morning. Josh needs upgrade link. All right, Josh, here you go. Anyone else need the upgrade link? Let me know. And let's see, what else did we need? I think that was about it. I am going to change that price here in just a minute, so let me put up our counter. Or actually, I don't have the counter open right now. So I'll give you guys till 3:15. Okay, so right now it's 2:53. So you got about 20 minutes, give or take. You can decide. If you have questions, tell me. That way we can go from there. If you have questions, get us on live chat. You can get us on live chat on any of our websites. Just look for this box. We have stellar support. I think you're going to find that our support is unlike anything you've ever seen. We are really here to help you make this stuff work. So is this converting it? So did it convert them. So yeah, so watch. I'm going to show you this. You're going to love this. This will probably make you sign up if you haven't yet. We're going to download all of these. Download. Batch download. Okay, now watch how easy this is. We're going to go here, extract all these. They are now doc files. See why I made that tool? Because I don't want to wait for this thing to... Did it do MD files? What the hell? Okay, I think it's doing... It gave us a weird setup here. It's got both. That's why. Okay, gotta love Manus. It just does... It does what you tell it not to do and what you tell it to do. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to do date modified, or actually let's do type. Get rid of the MDs. And then we have these 18. So we got them good. It did a little extra. That's fine. It's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go here. I'm going to drag and drop all these. Watch how easy this is. If you guys think you can do this, you're going to love Boot Camp. It's a game changer. So you drag and drop them there straight from Manus. Now all I got to do is match these up. Right? So put that over there. Shortify. Okay? Shortify is here. Okay, what I'm going to do is make sure that these are working. So right side lifetime deal. I go here, look for right side. There it is. AI Writer lifetime deal 2003. So I would do title, AI Writer, write seed, lifetime deal. Replace this with this here. Boom. Do we need this slash? We need no slash here. Okay. Comma separated. Don't need that. Post ready. Next. AI Writing Tools Affiliate Program. Okay. AI Writing Tools Affiliate Program. Write Sonic Affiliate Program. I'm just going to do AI Writing Tools Affiliate Program. AI Writing Tools Affiliate Program. And I'm going to teach you why I do all these. Good. Best AI ad copy generators. Best AI ad copy generators. That one is Best AI copy generator. Okay, cool. Best AI copy generator. And you can actually go through in Manus and have them make these files match the titles. That's something, it'll save you time, but you'll still need to double check them. But look how easy this is, right? Best AI writer. Okay, Best AI writer. Zoop. Long shot AI lifetime deal. I'm going to do Best AI Writer Tools. AI Writer, AI Writing, Best AI Writer Tools. What was that called? Long shot AI. I'm going to put that in there just because why not get that keyword? I mean, Makes sense. I don't think I need these slashes after there because it is doing doubles, so we'll just leave it like that. And then I go through the list of all of them. For sake of time, I'll just show you. And when you get content from us, you don't need to do anything. We make the files so that they automatically do it. So we'll go create selected items. So watch what happens here. Posts, right here, we got 1. We're going to post this. So if I did all 18, it'd be 18. Create, boom, boom, boom. They're all in here. Best AI copy generator. View, there it is. All I got to do is fancy it up, add my affiliate links. It works with the link. How many of you guys are like, dude, this is working like I mean it. This is working like I want to get some results, not working like, okay, I'm clowning around, yay. Like, I think in the age of AI, you need to either, can I be frank here and use an explicit language? Are you guys good with that? I think I don't know if there's any other way to get the point across, but you need to like shit or get off the pot. Like if you want to make money with AI, it is time to learn to do this now. You can't mess around. You can't waste time. You got to do it. Now, is it guaranteed you're going to join boot camp and get rich overnight? Of course not. Most people joining any course, trying to make anything online, make nothing. That's the vast majority. I think if you're strategic and you get a little taste of something that works, whether it's a ranking, whether it's the first dollar, whether it's whatever, I think going through and understanding how and why stuff is going to work, that's key. That's what we need to do. We need to get you to maybe programming something, maybe putting something up, maybe getting something working, getting that taste and saying, okay, I'm either going to spin my wheels everywhere else or I'm going to be here. I'm going to follow this plan. I'm going to make it work. And one of the cool things is this is a live program. So like if something changes and a new AI tool comes out, we incorporate that into your training. And I think you're going to find that unlike any other time, this is the time. There are no excuses. There is AI there that's going to help you. If this is what you want to do and you understand how business works and you understand this is about taking work, this is about going through and making it happen. I mean, look at how much we accomplished in 2 hours and 40 minutes. Imagine what you could do if you didn't have to teach, if you learned how to do this, and you were out there making it work. And you were like, you know what? I'm in it to win it. I don't care about anything else. I want to follow the path and make it work. I want to know what's happening. I want to know the changes. I want to know how to make it work. Because if you can build this up, these AI tools, this guy who has this site, they're just going to get bigger. And now we got a slideshow. Now we got all this other stuff that is going to help him in a way that's going to get where he wants to go. That's what this is about. It's not about just more content. That's what everyone else is teaching. This is about going in and getting content deliberately, right? Now I can go through, I could download all these, throw them in my program, put them on my site. Now I have the image on the site too. I can put them on a Pinterest. I can put them on a Facebook. I can help people understand AI tools. And that is your goal. Like if he comes to me, I think it was Phil or Paul who got this site, right? We gave this to our bootcamp guy. You're going to get a site like this. It'll be in a different niche, of course, because not everyone could do the AI one, the AI writer one. If you do want to be in AI, we have plenty of them. If you want to be in weight loss, we got those. If you want to be in finance, we got those. If he comes to me and he's like, Marcus, I thought about doing something else, I'm going to be like, no, you didn't. You're going to follow this. You're going to do this till it works. That's what you're going to do. Because so many people confuse info overload with like distraction and giving up. No. You need to see the path. You need to see it through, keep going, and be willing to adjust. And if that's you, and you're tired of all the junk, go here, scroll down. It is 2025. We have it down here. I just didn't update that yet, so you'll see it in here, right? And it'll be on your receipt as well. What you're going to do is you're going to fill this out. There it is, right there. You're going to fill this out. You're going to go to PC Money Making. You're going to get your plan. Those are your instructions. It's like showing up for boot camp. Like, what do we do? Well, you're going to go over there. This is your barracks. I think you have barracks. I don't know. I never went to boot camp. But you're going to go through and you're going to be like, okay, what's my plan? And I'm going to tell you your plan, and that's what you're going to stick to for the entire thing. And we're going to show you how to use AI to make every part of it work. And if you got questions, you show up. Show up with your questions. It's the best thing you can do is just show up. Say, Marcus, I'm willing to show up. Willing to learn. You'll learn the skills. You'll learn how to build it and grow it and make it work. Thanks for being here, guys. If you are joining Bootcamp, do that now. I am going to change the price here as soon as I click this link. If you're using the upgrade link, use that now. That will change as well. We are getting ready to sell this to the general public, which it does cost more than to my AI Profit Scoop and my other people here, and pre-sales. So get that now. If you have questions, let us know. If you're on the fence, get us on live chat. We'll help you make it work. You got 15 minutes. The prices will change in 15 minutes. If you need anything in the meantime, just let us know. You will learn how to do tools, content structured properly, how to do socials. You're going to learn how to build an audience in a niche that has money and matters. That's the key. That's what's going to get you ahead going forward with AI. Otherwise, you're going to get lost in all the noise. There's a ton of noise out there. There's a ton of stuff out there. It will get you distracted. And I guarantee, if you come to me a year from now, people come to me all the time. They're like, Marcus, I wish I signed up a year ago because now I'm $10, $15, $20, $30,000 in the hole buying all this other stuff and I'm not anywhere further. And that's what most people say. They regret that they didn't sign up with me sooner because this is where the rubber meets the road. This is real business stuff. That's why I don't say, oh, you're guaranteed to make money, because nobody is. Most people are going to make nothing because they don't do anything. They don't follow along. They give up. But I'll show you the best shot you have if you want to make it work. We'll go through, we'll look at it line by line and make it work. So use those links. I'll put them in there again. Here is, does anyone else need the upgrade link before we head out? If you need that, let me know. Actually, I'll just put it here and you guys know if you can use the upgrade link or not. Does anyone need it? Here's the regular one, Boot Camp. Lowercase camp. I think that's it. Let me just make sure that works. Yeah, good. And then upgrade link. Does anyone else need upgrade or are you good for now? Okay. Cool deal. I think we're all good. If you guys are signing up, use that now. You got about 15 minutes. We'll see you in the next call. Hopefully the next call you see me on is our Bootcamp welcome call that we'll probably have next week or the following week. Thanks for being here. See you guys next time. If you want the Manus link, go on live chat. Tell me you signed up. Say, here I am. Here's my email. I signed up for Bootcamp. I'll get that to you right now. Thanks for being here. See you soon.